Want to learn how to make the most of your beading thread? Then come and join in the fun on our Adventures with Beading Thread workshop. Guest designer Gemma Crow will inspire you to design stunning feature pieces of jewellery that will help you to make use of your essential stash items. Full course includes a selection of beading thread, a selection of findings, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $64.95. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to JewelleryMaker's Design Inspiration Show. It's lovely to see you. I'm DeFoy. I'll be taking you through the next 4 hours with a superb team in tow. Oh goodness gracious me, I'm a lucky lady, I always am. But today in particular we've been graced with the presence of 2 very special ladies. Oh yeah. I'm going to go through the team first. I've got Mike on cameras with me. Oh yeah, that's you Mike, yeah, that's the one. Oh, Mike on cameras, it's coming in on his day off. We're both doing a little bit of cheeky overtime today. I've got Pete for me in the, oh yes, Pete's doing a little bit of, oh, are you doing cameras and floor managing, Pete? A little bit of a mix?
Maybe.
He's dabbling, he's not quite decided, he's just hanging out really. Mike says yeah. We've got Cass as our floor manager, she's a superstar. She's telling me what everything is, she tells me where everything goes, and she basically runs the show, really looks after me, she's fabulous. We've got a fantastic director in the gallery, oh yeah, it's our Ryan, he's doing grand, oh yes, he says hello. And I've got executive producer Martha, I know, producing us for 4 hours, she's saying hi. She's going to be with us for the next 4 hours, and then, saving the best to last, oh, you know what you've been waiting all day. It's our Karon who's taking the time to join us. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm all the better for seeing you.
Thank you.
Got some very special treats with yourself today, don't we?
Yep.
We've got some tops coming up. We've got some we've got some Viking weaves going on.
Yeah.
Lots of special treats.
Yeah.
Look at Karon. She's just like, yeah. So when you see what she's made, you'll be thinking, how do I get it? How do I get involved? I've got so much to bring you. I did put a wee cheeky message on Facebook and Twitter, so if you're on there you will know. If you just tuned in or you only watched on the television or the web, then I want you to know as well, we have some very special last of stock birthday deals for you. Last of stock birthday collection in the blues, which incorporates tanzanite. Have a look. Aquamarines, tanzanite, sapphires, suit you, kyanites. Oh yes, it's a very, very special collection. The final 10 of the birthday collection deal. And if you just tuned in, it was our 5th birthday on the 4th of May this year. Oh yeah. So this is the this could be yours with 10 people. This will be around 3 o'clock. We'll bring this, that's UK time, so if you're watching anywhere else in the world, that's within the next 2 hours. We'll be bringing you that. I have coming up in our 4 o'clock hour, which is my final hour with you. So within the next sort of 3.5 to 4 hours, I'll be bringing you these are gorgeous black spinels, and the price point, oh, you will be over the moon. Have you seen anything like these before, Karon? What do you think?
They're gorgeous, aren't they? I bought the square ones that you had not so long ago. And they are absolutely just as stunning as those. The sparkle that comes off them is amazing.
It's quite special.
That wonderful lustre, yeah.
Well, we've got
like
these
it.
coming up. I think Karon might like these. These are coming up. We've got tanzanite rounds.
Ooh.
Show them quickly, really quickly, really quickly. Like that quickly. That's it. And I've got a tourmaline selection. It's a dream. Chrome dioxide, Herkimer quartz. But right now, don't worry, Martha. Martha's like, I want to bring this. She's been waiting for this all day. I think I've only got about 60 of them. These are true abalones. Many of you who were watching on Sunday may have seen very kindly executive producer Martha brought down the true abalone shell. It was amazing. And then to be able to bring in first time ever, I believe, for the fan shape. These are gorgeous. What do you reckon?
Beautiful, aren't they? Like fishtails almost.
Oh yes, you could as well.
Aren't they?
Ooh, now they've been seen maybe in a bundle, but never on their own. So it's your first opportunity to get them on their Todd. You may never have seen them, or if you have seen them in that bundle and you didn't go for it and you were kicking yourself afterwards, now is the time to grab a hold of these. I've already got 20 people in. I only had about, was it 60, did you say? 56. I knew there was a 6 in there somewhere. We've got 1 day post and packaging, so if you've already joined the gorgeous Becky this morning and our lovely Deb Rudge, you've already paid that, and if you're thinking of joining us later on, you can add it to the same order. 30-day money-back guarantee. It doesn't change here on JewelleryMaker. That's 30 days from the day you get it as well. It's not from today. If you don't get it for maybe 2 days, then it starts in 2 days' time. You don't need to worry about that. And that's on everything that you get from us. You can get a refund or you can get an exchange. It's completely up to you. It's not exchange only. If you decide that that's not right for you, you get money sent back into the card that you used. It's not a problem at all. So be rest assured and safe that you've got that safety net there. With half the stock already gone, if you want to call us, it's a free phone number on 0800 644 655 in the UK. Or alternatively, if you want to join us on JewelleryMaker.com anywhere in the world, you choose your currency you want to use. We ship to 21 countries worldwide. So decide where's the easiest for you. Remember, if you're in the UK or if you're elsewhere, you can get it shipped somewhere else. It doesn't have to be shipped to your billing address. So if you've got family in Australia or like me, your best friend lives there with their family, then maybe you want to send it there, you can do that. It's not a problem. Or New Zealand or Malta or Greece or anywhere you fancy. That comes within our 21 countries, and that's probably expanded since I've said that, so please do have a wee look. It might incorporate your country or your country of choice at the moment. Got a wee message already? How lovely. I'll tell you how to get in contact in a wee moment as well, don't you worry about that. Check it out if it's in your web basket, purely because the price will be coming in very shortly. I mean, an anonymous message. Remember, you don't need to leave your name. Maybe if you're working, you don't want your boss to find out, or you just don't want to. Hi, Ali. Are they double-sided? They absolutely are. Do you want to have a look? They're very slim, actually. So I understand why you might think they might not be, but we tend to always double-side our abalone. But let me show you on both sides. So it's more of a whoa. It's more of a, that's the technical term, that one is. So that's both sides. If I turn them round and then turn that round. So the price is going to match the original price. Now one side seems a little bit more of the caramellies actually in some occasions than more of the greens, which is quite lovely, but you do get your double-sided. Lovely. Check it out when you can. Great to see so many of you coming in. Thank you so much. Oh, Lois, we're allowed to go. Oh, I didn't know we're allowed to go to 45p at the end. Well, I love that. Executive producer Martha. It is when she's doing it, so that's loud. If you're joining us on the web, do just check out. I've only got 10 left, and I've got more than 10 in web baskets, not to mention those of you who would like to call. The code you need for this, if you're calling, is JW, or you may say JWGP80. Don't worry, I think everybody in this room says J. It's just me. Leanne, bracelets and bling, lovely to hear from you, Leanne. Hope you're well. Hi, ladies and crew. I'm not moving from my seat. Looking forward to the show with lots of kisses. Oh, lovely. I bet you can't wait for Karen's designs. It's worth the wait, I'll tell you. Lots and lots coming up your way. So if you see something you like, just give me a wee call. And it's £2.95 approximately for your post and packaging. Not approximately, that's what it is. I'm going to do approximately how many you've got though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, approximately 20 on this strand, which is approximately, again, lots of approximately, 38 centimetres. That's about 47, 48 pence, so we call it 50p each.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's less than what it costs for you to get a packet of crisps or a box of a little chocolatey bar from our vending machine, isn't it, Mike?
It sure is. I just bought one.
You just bought one. Should it? And you could have got one of these. How do you feel about that?
Short change.
Short change?
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much sold out, virtually sold out. So I'll leave them with you in the hope that anyone who's got it in the basket does manage to get a hold of it. Doodly doo doo doo. Right. I'm ready. Are you ready? Did I? I got the pleasure of showing this to you just the other evening before the lovely Zena got to present it to you in the late show. This is my producer's probably top 3 gemstone, possibly even a top gemstone. This is a very, very rare gemstone. Very, very rarely do we get it on JewelleryMaker. When we do, it's sold out every time I brought it to you. Fortunately, I didn't get to bring it to you the other day, but fortunately there's a few left. Not very many. Martha managed to reserve a few for the Design Inspiration Show today, so if you weren't watching over the weekend, then you have a chance to get a hold of it too. Now these are totally, I know it might not look like it, but totally natural. What you're seeing is a gem which is a doubly terminated quartz. Terminated, now that sounds crazy, doesn't it? It simply means it's already got natural facets within it, and it's naturally shaped. I always think of it as a sort of almost like a pencil shape, sort of pointed like a pencil on each end. So people think it's already faceted and think it's already been put through maybe some sort of lapidary process, but it hasn't in any way. This is naturally how it forms, naturally how it comes out of the ground, which is why in a Herkimer they actually called it the Herkimer diamond, because it reminded them so much of all the luster and all the sparkle you would get in a diamond. It's a really special piece, really, really gorgeous, and for the quality that you're getting, the sort of black inclusions within it, almost like you would get with a black tourmalated quartz, if you think about that one as well. With already a third of the stock gone, we only had the last resort, and it was only saved for us purely because producer Martha knew, well, executive producer Martha knew she was producing today. And just for anyone who's new or not too aware, Martha doesn't usually produce an actual show. What she'll do is approve what's coming up, with lots of jobs that she does. But one of the things you tend to know if you watch her show is we'll say, oh, Martha's approved this, Martha's allowed us to do it, she's allowing us to do this great deal. So Martha's put this aside because she knew today. I mean, how many days do you usually produce a year? About a handful? Less than 10 days does Martha produce in an entire year. So for you, it's allowing you. Remember Scott was producing earlier today, and we said this similar with Scott. Scott doesn't often produce, but they help. You're not sorry, are you? $7.95. All I heard was, sorry. That was a late show price. I can't believe you managed to squiddle some of these away. Thank you for saving these for the Design Inspiration Show. It's lovely to see. On the late show, we're very fortunate we can do naughty treats, and I've not been on the late show for a fair wee while now, which is a shame because I miss you all, but to be able to sort of recreate that little treat, only a little treat on the Design Inspiration Show is lovely. Karon, what do you think? Have you seen Herkimer quartz much before?
I've not seen them close up. Can I come over and have a look?
Please do, I'd love you to. In fact, have a wee play.
Oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh,
they look like they've been cut though, don't they?
I know what you're saying, but that's exactly how they've come out of the ground. Mm-hmm. Wow. And there's a lot more fire play within them as well, I can see there. They are beautiful. Oh, yes.
I think we've lost it, Martha. I think that's it. It's gone. Come in, you're allowed in.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's not much more fun over this side, is it? Is it more fun over there? You've got loads to play with. You want to have a look at what we've got? Have a look.
Oh. I see what you mean by more fun, yes. Oh, I can see you guys. Oh,
yes, with tiger's eye. Red tiger's eye.
Ooh.
I'll play with anything you want. Oh, there's something I want to show you actually. Oh, got a wee text as well. Hi girls. Well, I was going to buy today, but I've had to get the first. I wasn't. Sorry, I read that far too fast. I wasn't going to buy today, but I've had to get the first the first items already. Great work, girls and boys. Love, Sally. Oh, thanks, Sally.
Well done.
Sorry I made such a hash of your lovely text message. Anne's message in for Karen. So pleased to see a Viking knit show. Got the tool. Can't quite get to grips with it. Love you all. Anne, John, and John O'Groats. I'm obsessed with 3M. So are we a little bit. Worrying, isn't it? Yeah, they're coming up.
Oh,
got more recipes
beautiful.
coming in. I'll tell you how to get involved in a sec, don't worry. Hi all, looking forward to a great show today with Karen. Love your dress, Ali, it's gorgeous. Thank you. I feel like
My
a
favourite
fairy.
as well. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Thank you, you did say that earlier, thank you very kindly. Yeah, I feel a little bit like a fairy. I just need a wand now.
And a pair of wings, yeah.
A wand and a pair of wings, that'll be fine.
I'll get you a wire work set done or something.
Can you imagine? If you want to text in, 60777 is the number. JM Studio at the start. And normal network charges will apply, which is what, 714p, whatever it may be. You got your eyes on these. You can't have them, Karen.
Okay, I'm going.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Nearly lost Tiger's eye mook out there. So I'll quickly show it to you before it goes. Will go. Oh, if you got the black spinel the other day together with this, that would look amazing. And if you didn't get it and you want some, have a look at that with it.
Oh.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Check it out. These are coming up in a couple of hours' time, not long. I'm only with you for 4 hours, so it's not too long, don't worry. Chromed out upside's amazing. I need to bring you this bundle. This is executive producer Martha, probably her favourite bundle of the entire show, and she wants to start with it. Do you love turquoise? Do you love the colour of turquoise? Do you love this matrix? You ever seen Iranian turquoise? It tends to have, as opposed to some American turquoise, well actually some of the American turquoise has no veins within it at all from the Sleeping Beauty mine, but some of your turquoise from elsewhere have sort of black veins through it. Iranian turquoise tends to have more of a brown vein. It's beautiful. And the reason I tell you that is because I have that same look and the same colour, not the price point, still a genuine gem, but it's magnesite with a very similar look to an Iranian turquoise. Have a look at these. Now the price point I can do on these, well I don't even think I could get these for you in turquoise. Just shy of 500 carats between both of them. 10 by 3mm for the wheels. They are jam-packed wheels. Gorgeous. Ladies and gents jewellery, I don't think there's a limit when it comes to turquoise colours. And then you're getting those lovely drops which are 12 by 8mm. Magnesite I adore. It tends to not get enough attention, I don't feel. I think it's a really lovely gem. Do you?
The turquoise is, you wouldn't know it from the real McCoy really. It really does look good. Really does.
So if you want to get that look, this isn't genuine turquoise, this is genuine magnesite that's been dyed to give you a colour of turquoise colour. So what you're seeing here, so it says gorgeous greens, but for me that's what I would expect to see if it was a turquoise. That's what I want turquoise to look like. So it's gorgeous. You've got both strands. You've got plenty going on there. I mean, that is a real length going on in that, especially that wheel strand. Imagine how many wheels going on there. They are really jammed on you. A lot of designers, I don't know about yourself, Karon, feel that you get more when they're sideways wheels in a strand than what you would do if you had them, like for example the drops next to them, but you can still turn them sideways and get a big look. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and I've had loads of use of those. They're wonderful. I love the colour anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So with a big drill hole in magnesite as well, I mean look how thick this sort of temporary strand is. That's quite thick, isn't it? So there's plenty, and both actually have the same sort of temporary strands. I'll try and turn that down for you so you can maybe see.
That's quite a large drill hole, isn't it?
Definitely. Got quite a few gauges of wire coming up for you today, as well as mediums, different mediums for you to work with. But for this sort of price point, for the look, how much would you expect? £6.95 a strand?
Yeah, usually,
Lowest
isn't it?
price we're allowed to go?
Yeah.
Martha says no way, and it's her favourite bundle of the day. No way, Jose. Oh, with a 2.
Oh, we like that.
Yeah, we like that?
We like that.
We like that. Is that getting a tick?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I love it for the summer with whites and other colours, but I think for the winter with bronzes and antique bronze, it's one of my favourites in the winter time.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, you've really got that right, yeah. And especially with the type of veining you've got throughout the magnesite as well. I think it lends itself to be a good coupling with the antique bronze wire. And also the copper if it comes to that.
Yeah. Woo, we're loving these. Sandra's in, Monica's in, Jackie's in. I don't think there's anything really it won't go with. I think it would look lovely with bright orange. I think it would look lovely with your pastel tones. Really want to put it with black as well. What do you reckon? With £6.95 a wee cheeky text coming in from Alexandra. Lovely to hear from you. Alex, how are you? Just turned on and got the abalone and the magnesite. It had to be done. Beautiful colours. Do you want to see them together? Let's have a wee look. If there's anything I've got or I've mentioned that's coming up and you would like to see it together, please do drop me a wee message. It's free on the website, or if you've got internet access, you can do it on that. All you need is an email address, which fortunately many of us seem to have these days, and a password which you can make up. Could be magnesite, maybe a bit easy, but anything you want really.
That's a lovely combination actually, isn't it?
I think so. I think Alex has got it down to a T.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Got any smoky quartz in your stash at home? Any? Oh, do you know what? I want to put it with bronzite. I love bronzite. I don't think bronzite gets enough recognition.
I don't either, and I love that stone. I got loads of it.
Do
smoky
you?
quartz, yeah, both, yeah.
I don't think I could ever run out of bronzite. Here's some chocolatey pearls. What do you reckon? Chocolatey pearls, maybe with some peachy chocolatey pearls. Should we do these next? That works in quite well. Do you want to see it with black? Look at it with black.
Oh.
Are we really doing a bundle? It totally changes it, doesn't it? So for a gem that gives you all the look that we want in a sort of Iranian turquoise, but all the price point that we look for in, no disrespect, I love it, but quartzite, you've got it for $6.95 for two. Great if you want to try these shapes out as well, if you've never tried them before and you think, oh, I fancy that shape, but I don't feel like spending £6.90 per strand, which is what we normally would do. You can get them both, and we bundle them, we get more out in quantity, clear 2 volt locations as opposed to 1. So therefore we get ourselves a wee cheeky treat. When you get them home, just wash them with a wee bit of soapy water. No perfume soap, just a wee sort of natural soap. Just because they have been treated to give you that colour, been dyed. So just do that when you get it home, as you normally would. I've not noticed any residue to come off in my hand whatsoever, but I always like to do that with most of my gems. Never do it with an opal though. No matter what you do, never, because they're porous and they'll absorb all the water and that you can't get it out, and that's it. So don't do with that. Oh, talking of that, we've got fire opal coming up. Oh, that would look amazing with that. When I show you the fire opal later, I'm going to put it with that so you can see, because that will be a pop. Love these. Can I give them a twist, like I did last summer? Apricotty peaches and sort of bronzy chocolates. A lot of love. Would you put the two together, Karon, or
Yeah,
would you
definitely.
separate them?
I mean, they
You
look
would?
gorgeous together, don't they?
Do you know what I fancy? Fancy this in a hairband.
That'd look fantastic, actually.
Do you think?
Yeah. It's a really good idea.
Only because I saw something at the weekend. Forgive all my roots. Don't know if I've got roots, but I'll say it just in case. Can't see up there. Rice beads for you. Lovely chocolaties. They're sort of potato shape for me more than a rice bead, but they're called rice beads. Oh no, they're not. They are potatoes. The 2x3 mil. It's a peach that's called the rice bead. Forgive me. So the rice bead is supposed to be similar to the shape of a grain of rice, which is an 8x6. I've never seen a grain of rice that big. Even risotto rice about half that size, but that sort of idea, that sort of shape. And then 2x3mm for your bronze fresh-watered cultured pearls. Ooh, in a potato shape. So I'll just separate them for you, because you may think to yourself, oh, I want them, but I want to have them separately. I don't want to necessarily use them together. You don't have to. It's just an option, because we've bundled them together. It's the same with the magnesites that we've just had in the turquoise colour. You might want to have them, but you might not necessarily want to use them together. There's no compulsory, it's just an offer. So if you see something you like, you can choose it, treat yourself, add to your stash. Maybe you've been waiting for goodness knows how long for that sort of shape in a peachy apricot pearl. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you want the chocolates of the bronze tones of your pearls, but up to you either way. You do need to get them. They come together. Talking of coming together, I have oh, it's not here yet, won't be here till later on. A gorgeous is it clear quartz or topaz? The ones that the tiny diamonds. They're clear quartz, they're gorgeous. And the 4 o'clocker, I think they'll fit really, really well with these chocolate pearls. We're going to take these as low as we can. Bear in mind they are genuine pearls though. But for 2 genuine, £11.90. Can we go a wee bit lower than that though? Because it is a cheeky wee Tuesday. It's Treat Yourself Tuesday, and quite a few people said, Ali, I just opened an order. I wasn't going to today, but I managed to treat myself to something I fancied. Could it be perfect for you today at an add-on price of $9.95 when sometimes you can get strands with ourselves for, well, gosh, we've got a strand of pearls coming up, but just shy of £20 today. Big white pearls would be lovely. So we've got variety of price points for you across pearls. It just depends what you want to get and what you want to spend. Got a wee message coming in again. Don't know what we've done to deserve all these messages. Hello, you two beautiful ladies. Oh, thanks, Raymond and Joanne. Both looking stunning. Cannot wait for this show as I want to learn Viking knit. Lots of love from Joe. And you live in a place called Beer in Devon.
Moving there.
Sorry?
Moving there.
Yeah. You sold it to Karon, that was easy. In Southeast Devon, is that? Martha has just done a search on Beer and says it's gorgeous, it looks like a postcard. Need to go down there, I think. Yeah, fancy it?
Sounds good, yeah.
Yep. Are you going next week, Martha? You're going to Devon, so you're going to visit Beer now that you've had a wee search engine of it. I want to go to Devon. I love Devonshire custard.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
They do anything like that, don't they? They got that down to a fine art.
Oh yeah, get me down there. I had a little bit of clotted cream yesterday. The scone. Oh yeah. I had a fruit scone.
It's got to be done.
Cream and jam. What love. £9.95. I was in a little village, or should I say, yeah, it's a village, called Broadway in the Cotswolds, and it was lovely. Love the wee sweetie shops. Got some, I nearly told you what I bought, but that's bad because it's my dad's birthday and I bought my birthday present. I was about to tell you what it was, but his birthday isn't in June, so I'm not going to tell you that. £9.95. I'll tell you in June. So 0800 644 655. Join me as and when you can. If you are joining me for the first time, I don't have it on my table unfortunately, but it is available for you. You get a DVD that tells you some of the basic tips and hints on what to do when you start jewellery making. Maybe making wrap loops or how to crimp things, what a crimp is, how to make your own jewellery. It gives you a helping hint on that, as well as a free DVD. That's the DVD, a free booklet. Oh, thanks, Mike. So it was there. I just couldn't see for looking at it. Thank you. You get a DVD, which is here as I mentioned, which is lovely and colourful and looks great in your DVD selection kit. So if you've got a DVD, do you have it in your house? I have mine in the back. I didn't have any DVDs in it, and now it's full with JewelleryMaker ones. I think I bought the wooden case just to look good, and then I had nothing in it, and then I got these, so now it's full, and it's really colourful. It looks lovely. You also get yourself a JewelleryMaker magazine if you're new. Now, if you don't want to treat yourself in this, I've been told, and Martha might be able to check this for me, that you can just call Contact Centre and get these sent out. Just give us your address. Yep, it doesn't cost anything. So if you want a DVD and a magazine, tells you all what we're about, so you can decide if you want to get involved or not by having a wee read, seeing if you find it easy to follow. Lots of different things in there, telling you about the company, telling you about, in fact, who's that? That's my boss, Steve, my sister-in-law, Paula, who's in charge of JewelleryMaker. Tells you a little bit about us, a little bit about what we're about, and then also the magazine. This is Spring's magazine, telling you about. Yeah, we don't tend to get them in the studio. They all get sent out. Everyone at home sees the magazines, and they know more than me. So we're going to get some hubs coming down so we can show you this month's. But on the back, as I was mentioning, it's easy peasy to change your mind. Here's the returns form in the back of your magazine, which you get every order anyway. All you need to do, if can see upside down here, order number, which you will get once you make your order. Product code, which is RNGC49, and then you just decide whether you want a refund, replace, or credit. You just tick it and reason. Don't have to, it's not a particularly big box, you can't really write much in it. Just say change your mind, doesn't suit, don't fancy it, already found something else, or any, whatever you want. Job delay done, and post it back to us. The address is at the bottom. If for any reason you want to change your mind, I can't imagine you would, but the option is there. Design inspiration time, you're getting excited about it. It's really, really soon, it's not long at all. I don't want to wait, don't have much longer to wait. Couple more treats and we'll start design inspiration. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. If you just tuned in, I'm Ali DeFoy. It's really good to see you. I've got Karon Crawford as our guest designer today. I know, how long you've been waiting for her. Karon, when were you last back on?
When was I on? About a month ago, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, because it was toward the end of, where are we? We're May now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it was towards the end of April, I think I was last on.
Oh my goodness. That's a long wait for Karon Crawford fans, isn't it? A whole month. Brushed round studs, let's have a looky here. How much would you pay for a pair of sterling stud earrings? These are cute, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
Now, they've only ever been seen twice. And these are the last of stock. I've got quite a fair few wee pairs here. How many am I going to get? 10 pairs.
Wow.
Ooh, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
I like the brushed effect on them.
It's great, isn't it?
Makes it look more sparkly, I think.
It does.
Yeah.
Many people already know this, so please do forgive me. But if you're new to Jewellery Maker, or in fact, Martha, you'll know this, as an accredited jewellery professional, just qualified. Oh yeah, she's got 6 letters after her name, as well as all the other ones she had before that. Do you know what is the most lustrous precious metal? Silver, you got it. More lustrous than gold, more lustrous than platinum. You're silver. It's amazing, isn't it? So if you have a look at the quality here and then think, oh actually, for precious metals, silvers and golds and platinums, you're getting what's known to be and renowned to be the most lustrous. When it is something like this with a brushed effect, is that going to add value to your jewellery, do you think, or is that going to take away from the quality of your jewellery? What do you reckon?
Well, it certainly adds to it, doesn't it? It's bound to.
If I tilt it sideways, I want you to see how sizable they are. Now, Linda in Hertfordshire has just got herself 80 pairs.
Wow. Don't blame her.
A big, big thank you, but more importantly, congratulations to you. I know what it's like when you've been waiting and waiting and waiting to see the perfect finding,
Yeah.
especially if you make your earrings, and the minute you find them, I've always thought if you see something that's good quality, and you know that you're going to wear it only once, and you might wear it out, I'm talking about clothes here, but jewellery-wise, if you might know you're going to use them on your stand or making your jewellery, and you know, I need that, I always run out of that. When it's a good price, is it a good idea to multi-bid on it and get them in the stash, or is it a good idea to buy them now and then think, well, in a few months' time I might need some more, and then you don't know where you're going to get them? When I see them, I want to grab them. They've got a butterfly backing on them. They've got a stamp on the butterfly backing stating the 95 sterling silver. Wee message from Danielle Jessica. Hiya! You said, JM Studio, hi Ali, could you hold the studs to the ear please? Absolutely. In fact, you know what I might do? I had earrings in yesterday, so they might fit in. I've got a 925 stamp on the post as well. I just wanted to check for you. Let's get the price in. The ear hole, the ear loop is quite sizable indeed. Ooh. No, they are not. That's not even. Oh, you cheeky, cheeky joker. $9.95 for the 10, but usually we would do that for maybe 5 pairs. I appreciate them maybe a wee bit smaller than some of the other ones we do at that price for 5 pairs or 3 pairs. But for 10 pairs for $9.95.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Now I appreciate everybody's ears are pierced in different places. Mine, I don't know if are particularly straight. I did get them pierced by a hairdresser. No disrespect to, I don't mean it that way, I just mean it might not be your forte. It's like somebody baking a cake for you and their main job is sewing. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that that's... Anyway, waffling now. By the by, they might look quite cute. One of my friends, she's got her ear pierced a wee bit higher up, and it might be quite cute if you had them sideways. Are these the kind of ones you could dangle an ear chain from?
Yeah, easily, yeah. I was just thinking that actually, that'd be perfect. And then have it attach the cuff further up. Yeah, that would look great.
That might be an idea for you. And again, as Fleur, guest designer Fleur, if you're watching, you know this. I'd suggested to Fleur maybe to try and get some studs a while ago. Well, we were just talking about it, and not necessarily. And her daughter got her ears pierced, and she had to pay £30 to get a pair of plain sterling silver studs, when she could have quite easily got, I mean, something like this, and just cut the loop off at the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 10 pairs. You don't have to have, obviously we're all jewellery makers here, but you might have tuned in for the first time and think, they're pretty gorgeous sterling silver studs. I'd be quite happy with
really
just the little stud there. And I don't know if what the rules are these days in school, but when I was in school, you weren't allowed to have earrings unless they were flat to your ear.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to have drops, you weren't allowed to have anything big, but also you also wanted to wear studs so the holes in your ears didn't close up. So it's a catch-22, but if you wanted something, I mean, if you don't mind, I'll just hide the little loop, and you can see it as a stud form without the attachment, and just think, well, it's quite a pretty, perfectly round stud.
It is, isn't it? It's less to catch on, really. Even with the round ball studs, there's, you know, it can catch on something, but from a health and safety point of view for children, I'm saying that would probably be a better choice.
Be your favourite pair of sterling studs, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't take them out. So you get a butterfly backing. There's a number on the post. Check it out when you can. For 10 pairs, £9.95. That's superb. Well done. I'm over the moon for you. Right. Enjoy them. Remember, if you want to write the code BVRF84, that's BVRF84. If you think, I'll see what else is in the show, I'll see what else is about before I make my mind up, I think it's great to do your research. I think it's brilliant, because then that way you feel confident and happy. I think when you're more knowledgeable about what you're getting, you make a more informed purchase. I think it's always a good thing. So do check about, have a look elsewhere. But for that BVRF84, if you change your mind or you hadn't already gone for it and you want to, just give us a wee contact on the phone number or on the web. But right now it's time for our design inspiration number 1. This design inspiration is fantastic. When you see what we've got, you're going to be over the moon. And then when you see what Karen's made, you're just going to be, oh, you're going to be smiling like a Cheshire cat if you manage to get this one. This is a good treat. Should we start off with the wires? Yeah? As fun as they are, I want to make sure you see, oh, it's quite weighty. 1.5mm gauge in wire. When do we often get that? Great for your structural work, great for maybe cuffs. Obviously we're going to have the skill and the talent is Karon telling you all through it, but I'm just giving you a wee idea. Obviously she'll know much better than I will. 1.5mm gauge, you get 10 meters plus a further, let's swap those around because I always like to look in the size. 0.8 coming in 10 meters, 0.6 coming in at 10 meters, and 0.4 coming in at 10 meters. So all of your gauges, 10 meters in each, so that's 40 meters of wire from a 0.4, 0.6 mil, 0.8 mil, and a 1.5mm gauge. Wowza. Perfect, right? Then these, which I think would look gorgeous to the bottom of these amazing earrings we just had, 700 silver-plated metal seed beads from Beadsmith. So you'll know the brand if you're into your sort of crafting and you're into your jewellery making. It's a well-renowned, established brand. And I've got 3mm spacer beads at 700 pieces. So if you really want to add the finishing touches, you may have seen something similar in gold with Prue the other day, which was lovely. But of course, if you're looking for silver, it's what you need, isn't it? You need silver. Gold isn't going to cut it if you're looking for a particular silver design. And then, let me bring 700. It's so hard to get your hands on these. These have been allocated already. I haven't even shown you the rest of the inspiration. Let me show you these. Bicones, they're called. For me, they're not really bicones. For me, they're more like spaceships. Have a look and make your mind up yourself. More like flying saucers, yeah. Look at the lavender essence coming from these, as well as the schiller, or adjular essence, as you might like to know it. Adjular essence inclusions within a gemstone that, with the light, bounce back and give you a shimmering effect. When it's blue, that shimmering effect in a labradorite or any feldspar family, member of the feldspar family, is known as labrador essence. But any other colour other than blue, you'll just call yourself your adolescence or Schiller. Might be more fun. Schiller, Schiller night. So you get a full strand of that. That's 31 centimetres. 4 by 1 mil they start at, and they go up to 5 by 2. You saw a glimpse of the Schiller from them, but that's not even close to what you see in natural daylight. That sort of studio lighting, which, no disrespect to studios, the television lights are actually designed to funnily enough, make Karon and I look good, not for the gemstones. So there you go. But if you go to jewellers, I know one particular jewellers, I know somebody who worked in the jewellers said to me they'd spent £10,000 on the lights in the jewellers to entice people to come in to look, and you would do that, because if you want to make something look better, you put fancy lights in to make everything look sparkly, make people come into your store. Obviously you can still stand outside in the daylight to look at something before you buy it. Maybe not. Maybe you could, I don't know, I've never tried. Excuse me, see that £250,000 ring you've just put on my finger? May I stand outside with it to see how it looks in natural daylight? Could you imagine? You get 30 days to have a good wee look at these. You can stand inside your house, outside your house, you go down to your friend's house, you can have a look at it with your mum, you can have a look at it with your cousin, have a look at it next door neighbour, somebody random in the street. Just have a wee look, see what you think, see if you like it, see if they like it, see if you're happy with it. Show it to some of your customers, say, do you think you would like a piece commission with this before you make your mind up? You can do that if you want, don't see why not. And then, piece de resistance. Oh, which do these? Assorted cabochons of labradorite with over 235 carats. Hello. Wow, how are you doing? I can't guarantee you'll get marquee shapes or pairs or ovals or squares, but I can guarantee that you will get genuine labradorite cabochons of a carat weight of 235 carats in multiple shapes. Looking at that, my producer's just, Martha's just suggested it looks like it's been gilded with gold.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow. Have a look at these. Here's a big oval for you. Woo! Now you can see actually the quality of them, can you? There's no sort of shy and retiring calibre here.
It's interesting the different colours that they show as well, each one.
It's almost like when you get, for me, my favourite cabochons, or favourite, should I say, labradorite, so when it gives you a sort of peacockery of colour.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Not
like
beautiful.
all the arrays of colours that you would see in a peacock. They've never heard of an array of peacock colours. Well, that's what I look for. Because that's my favourite. Everybody's got their own personal preference. You might prefer more of just the blues. Suit you in blue. Wowza. And you're seeing it with a bright, and they are bright studio lights on these, which can sometimes in gemstones bleach out the colour. There's different ways of bleaching, and Martha will have learned about this in her GIA training. But there's a term known as bleaching to a gemstone, which we're not talking about in that term as a treatment, but what we're actually talking about is the way the light hits it. It can make it seem, just if you get your picture taken that has a really bright flash on it, and sometimes you look a bit washed out, it sort of bleaches the colour of the picture. Just a bit like that. So I always think if it looks good on the television with our lights, because we don't have any fancy filters, no disrespect to those of you who are using the camera, we don't have fancy filters on the camera that make things look extra sparkly or extra fancy. We're just sort of probably bog standard cameras. It's just the camera you need to do the job, but no extra fancy lights on it, because you don't want that. You don't want a fancy filter on a camera. It makes it look extra sparkly and you get it home and it doesn't look anything like it, do you?
No, that's right.
So we like to under promise and over deliver. So I think with what you're seeing here, if you like the look of that, it's only going to get better, because things can only get better. Loving those. So price point wise, we haven't even seen Karon's jewellery and they're already starting to be allocated. You were to buy them separately, all the cabochons, the strand of bicones, spaceships, however you wish to call them, your 4 reels of wire, and your 700 sterling silver plated beads. We'll be looking only £46.15 here at JewelleryMaker for JewelleryMaker prices. The regular viewers, you'll join us day in, day out on the websites, on the television, getting yourself your JewelleryMaker treats at our usual price points. I'm thinking don't know about you, but we had a bank holiday weekend here in England. I got one of those days off and I spent a little bit of money. So I would like some money back. So if we took £20 off that to £26.15, that's exactly £20 off. Would that be a little bit alright? Would that be okay? What do you think, Karon?
I think that's excellent. I mean, a lot of the cabochons that I've seen, pendant size, you're looking at about £4 each per cabochon.
Yep.
So, really, I'd be snapping your arm off for that. Really would.
Because if we did
amazing.
do that, based on what I've got here, Martha, can I be a ping? Can I ask you to use a calculator? It's about to sell out. Join me when you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cabochons. If we try, what were you saying? About £4 each?
Yeah.
4 times
if
8.
you say £3 each,
Well,
and you've got 8, that's almost the price of the kit.
That's 32 if it was £4, less than that.
I've spent more on that on glass.
I like glass, my dad's a glazier, but that's not the point, not that kind of glass. Check it out, 80% of the stock is already gone, with lots and lots of you coming through, and we haven't even started to see Karon's jewellery. When you see it, you're going to fall in love, and you're just going to want to make this straight away. So do call me now, BZGC41, because this is about to blow you away. Wait till you see this. How much fun did you have with this?
Oh, lots. Can you tell?
Yeah. Oh wow, the green's coming out of this and the yellow. Whoa.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wowza. And then this bracelet. Whoo. Sorry, Martha. But she's coming out. It's sold out. Well done. Nearly. Oh, nearly. Okay, it's nearly sold out. I was hypnotised by Karon's bracelet, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the bracelet thinking, this is amazing. I don't know why I don't just bring the bracelet to here. Why am I standing like that? I just, common sense, you just move it, don't you? Wow, what a treat. Hi, Martha. Are you not going to come on the telly and say hello? No. You had 3 blondes in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe later. Karon, did you enjoy working with them? You did, didn't you?
I did, I really did.
They're both
the beaded Viking. I mean, it's not my idea. I don't know who developed the idea. It's been around for a while, but I just wanted to have a go because it's such an interesting way of adding more to the Viking wave. You know, it was. So I thought, oh, let's give it a go, see what happens.
Yeah. That's superb. Incorporating the silver beads, the silver wire, and the bicones. It has sold out. Congratulations, well done if you managed to get it. We have got some wire coming up if you missed out on it. We have got some other treats coming up as well. For those of you who have never used Viking knit before or never heard of it before, this is it's part of your sort of Viking weave. This is what is known as. Now we have got for you some tools coming up, which is lovely to hear that one of the ladies has messaged in to say you're sitting at home, you're ready, you've got your tools, now it's time to learn how to do it. This I've got for you here, I think is a 1/2-inch tool. Just going to check because that's the quarter, isn't it? So yeah. So I've got the 1/2-inch Viking knit weaving tool. I've got the 1/2-inch, but Karon's got the 1/4-inch. We'll do this now, and the draw plate is there, which you will use. I love it. You can get it to go with it. It's coming up in a moment. Don't worry, you don't have to freak out about that. I'll explain how it works. It's easy peasy as pie and loads of fun, right?
Oh, it is. Really is.
Having a look at this, can I pick this up? Do you mind?
I'm
not going to.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to move it.
No.
But this is an idea of a result. You've seen the finished result in the bracelet, of course. But if I show you this, this is an idea of how you use this tool. So you get the tool. You also get a little pin in there, which you need. very well renowned, of course, the Lazy Daisy tools for your Viking knit. They're probably the #1 tool to go to. Would you go as far as to say that?
Yeah, certainly up there with that and the Gizmo, I reckon.
Oh yeah, we do have the Gizmo coming up later, and we've got the Wags Wycone as well for you later today. I love it.
Better.
Oh yeah. So this is one of the tools. Now you're going to get to see Karon use it. So if you're thinking, well, I like it, I don't understand how it works. So it has got within it instructions and directions. We're going to have a wee look at it now. The code on it is KHZE64. So jot that down if you're thinking about it. And then we're going to let Karon see, but for only £24.95, that tends to be our generic price point. We don't really reduce price on tools, really. We really just have them at sort of set prices. Martha, that is the general price on that, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the price it's been in the past, and I believe to be will be for the foreseeable future. So £24.95. The amount of people who've messaged me and said, Ali, the tools have sold out and I can't do it and I really want to get involved. So next time you're sitting at home thinking, oh, I really need the tool. If I got that when Ali said, I could be doing this at home right now with Karon, even with a different colour of wire, same gauge but different colour, you could be doing it too. So just remember that. Get it when you see it and you think you fancy it. When you see Karon working with it and you think, oh yeah, I want to do that, grab it. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Exactly. I mean, it's really easy. It really is, and it's one of those must-have tools if you're into wire work. Most definitely. Yeah, I couldn't be without mine. Both of them.
I'll give it you back then. Karon, what are you going to show us? Am I wrong in thinking it's a bracelet?
Would you like me to show how to start off Viking weave?
I would love you to. Regular viewers, sorry, you may know this.
I've only got one of each, so I'm going to show you how to start it off on the thicker one.
Perfect.
So you'll notice in the top there's these holes in the tool, okay? And you want to go to the highest hole, the one that's nearest the top there, and you're going to thread your wire through. Like so, and you're going to want to leave yourself a little bit of a tail there to hold on to, like so. Take the end of the wire over and down through your first loop. There we go. And you don't want to be pulling it too tight. You want your loop to sort of be in that, see where that groove is, that's a good sort of guideline there for how long your loop should be. So these are your starting loops, okay? I'm going to do every other loop for this. You can do every one if you want, or you can do every other one. It's entirely up to you. There we go.
And just to check, wire gauge, what one are you using for that one?
I like 0.4. I have actually, for the other kit, I've used the 0.25, which worked very well as well. So, you know, you might even, I mean, I've used a 0.6 to overlay on the top of finished Viking weave, which sort of gives it like a scale effect, which I haven't done today, but if I ever get to do Viking weave again, maybe I can sort of show that. But yeah, so there's all sorts of things that you can.
Probably your favourite gauge for maximum.
Yeah, I think that'd be the maximum, and 0.25, yeah, would be the sort of the minute. But it's possible to use those gauges. So, but obviously 0.6 is a bit more of a struggle, but like I say,
it's what you've got.
Yeah,
maybe if you could practice.
Depends on where you're going, yeah, and how tough your fingers are.
Yeah.
If you're starting off, I'd probably say stick to the 0.4 wire because it's the easiest one for this to work with, really. So if you're practicing, keep to your 0.4.
Perfect. And you're just using your thumb there to sort of guide it, aren't you?
Yeah, to sort of as a guideline for where you want your loops to sort of finish. So you've done all your loops, your starting loops. So what you do then to do your first row is you get the end of the wire and you take it behind the first loop that you did. And you'll get used to, it's the tension, it's like everything else with wire work, it's all about the tension. And when you sort of when you get into that and you realise what your wire can do and what it can't do, you'll get more used to how to sort of pull the tension and get it right for you. But with Viking weave, it depends on how tight you want your knit to be, really. So I'm doing it fairly loose for this, or fairly loose for me, put it that way. because I'm usually quite sort of, I like my knit quite tight usually, but for sort of swiftness.
And see this weave, see this knit that we're doing. I know it's called the Viking weave.
Yeah.
Traditionally, is that of course used by the Vikings
It was
for their clothes, or for their own jewellery, or for their sort of armour, or
I'm
putting you on the spot here?
Yeah. From what I've read, it was basically for jewellery sake, and of course, I think for most sort of ancient civilizations, jewellery played a huge part in denoting who was who. So it was like a pecking order. Those that had the best jewellery were the highest up in command, or whatever. So I think, you know, jewellery was never an accessory. It was always to sort of
show your status and
your status. And nowadays it's more decorative, I know, but I'd like to sort of see it become more of an integral part of any outfit, rather than just a throwaway accessory sort of attitude to it. I want to see jewellery make a big comeback, really. I want it to sort of, I want to see it, statement jewellery in particular, I'd like to see more of. I think we all hear in fashion about the little black dress and how you can dress it up, and I think that should be how we look towards our jewellery for adding, you know, to giving your little black dress or whatever those different looks.
Well, Vogue magazine editor said the same. They came and spoke to us a while ago, and they said it's the jewellery they pick up is the first thing they put on in the morning, and they decide their outfit after that. They choose their jewellery, and then whatever they have that goes with it will be what they wear.
Certainly, I mean, it's all about what you're doing that day, what you decide to wear, but it's also about your mood as well. And I think, you know, so if you're in a low mood, is that pick something up that's bright and colourful, and it has an effect on your mood immediately.
Definitely.
So for me, yeah, jewellery is an important part of any
integral part of your life.
It is, really is. So as you can see, you just build up rows as you go along, and with each sort of loop, you're just looping around the previous one, and it's as simple as that. And it really is. You can see I'm doing it. I'm not even looking. I was talking to Ali, and I've carried on doing it. So, and I mean, this is the sort of thing you can do if you're watching your favourite TV programme or a really good film. You can do this and sort of really get into the zone and carry on watching your film, and you'll be surprised how it builds up very quickly. You haven't sort of got to really keep your eye on it. Just glance down every now and again at what you're doing.
Even on the bus or on the train or the tube.
Exactly. And I mean, you know, Laura Binding will say the same when she's sort of travelling up by train. She'll often sort of post pictures of what she's made on the train on her way up or on the way home, and because that's what she loves to do. She loves to just get into the zone and pass the time, just travelling, you know, back and forth. So yeah, I mean, and Viking weave's a perfect way of doing that. Yeah, and with the kids as well. I think it'd be great to sort of do with.
You don't have spiky tools, really. You can cut the wire and you can do that.
Exactly, and it's really as simple as that. It just really is simple. So there you go.
Let's grab some 0.4 wiring, because that's one that works quite well indeed. We also have, which we fell in love with the other day, the spool tamer. It's amazing. Have you seen it work before?
No.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing, Karen. You're gonna look. Can I open it, Martha? These are bead-along tools. You get 3 of them. We did it the other day. Sorry, I properly opened it. I was going to try and not do that, but they put a staple at the top and the bottom to not let me get in. So you get 3 of them. This classes as 1. I'm just going to get the wire out. This is amazing, especially for your smaller gauges of wire, I found. So you put it over your spool. It works with all main spools, especially your bead-along spools. And what you do, instead of the wire going through the plastic bit at the bottom, you feed it through the hole in here. Don't know if you can see that there. And then on either side, you'll tighten it to whatever your wire is at, so it's nice and tight. And then, I don't know about anyone else, but how I do it I'm just going to fix that because it's underneath it. But I hold this bit here. I don't even know what this bit's for, but I've just decided in my head it works better when you hold that. Then you pull it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Look
But
at
it
that.
doesn't like
Doesn't sort of spring
spin
off
around the rest of it, and that's it.
Yeah.
For silver-plated wire, it's plated. It's not coloured, which is great. But no disrespect to coloured wire, but when we get plated, it's very exciting. It's the last, pretty much, of our 0.4 silver-plated wire of a 50-metre reel. We're going to give you this. Great for your Viking knit, as we've just suggested.
Gosh.
£7.90 plus the 3 spool tamers
Oh, wonderful.
for £7.90.
That's brilliant.
Love, love, love it. I don't know if you've used it before, but I've played with it twice and I absolutely adore it. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday we had it, and it was amazing. Just playing with it. Hi ladies, can you tell me, is it only wire you can use with the Lazy Daisy, or can you use thread too, beading thread?
I'm going to say no. I haven't tried it with beading. I mean, please do try it, but I would have thought there's not enough tension there to hold the thread myself. I don't know, it might be possible, because they use thread on the French knitting. I mean, try it and see how you get on, but
Ideally you'd probably
does
use
it matter
wire.
whether you go clockwise? I always go clockwise.
A message from Sandra, and sorry, because if you're watching on the web you might not see it. It says, Karon, does it matter whether you go clockwise or anti-clockwise? And that's many thanks. We did it the other day, I think, where we tried to do it for someone who was left-handed and go the opposite way, because I was left-handed, and I think it was just the same. It's just whichever really is
There you
feel
go.
is your preference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right-handed, so I always go anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
Not to sort of confuse matters.
As long as you continue to go in the way you started,
Yes.
should be fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Fabulous. Final text for the moment. Anne in Caithness. Hiya. Thank you. I was leaving too big a loop. I am a lefty, so I will blame it on that. Designers and presenters, brilliant as always, man. Oh. Yeah, I love being a lefty. Apart from when you're writing, that's rubbish, because you just smudge everything. Another quick message, alright, quickly. Thank you very much. It's from Karon.
Yeah, it does.
I've used it with the beading thread and it does hold.
Oh, well done.
Fabulous, high five to you. Brilliant.
I'm going to give that a go then.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
it does, yeah.
Wonderful. The bundle's about to sell out, so you get spool tamer, you get 3 of them. They are Beadalon, and then of course your 0.4 wire. So I'll try and put that back together. And quickly, are you going to be using the draw plate in a moment?
Yeah.
Are you? Because I'll quickly show everyone what it is so you can get it, so when Karon uses it.
I've got one already out if you want to
Oh yeah.
show that one.
Absolutely. Is it the same one we're going to have?
It should be. It came from the Lazy Daisy.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Because mine's in. Oh, actually, I'll open it so I can get the felt out as well. Actually, just so you can see that. Oh, do you know what? I'm not gonna, because ours doesn't have the black. Yours is a bit more exciting than mine. So this is amazing. What you do with here, Karon, please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I've learned is, can I lift this up? Can I be naughty? Yeah. You would have something like this. That's maybe not necessarily as much as you want to do or finished, but for an example, you would have this. You would take it off once you've sort of finished it and made sure it's not going to unravel or whatever. You would do your finishing, which Karon obviously will tell you all about, because that's what she does, and I'm not very good at that. But you would take it off this, so what you're seeing now wouldn't be here. You would use your felt and you would roll it within it to smooth it out. Is that what you do?
That's right, yeah.
And then you would put it through here, so choose a hole, whichever one. Obviously it's not going to be on this anymore, I'm just talking about this loose. Put it through the first hole that you think it's going to fit through, and you pull it through, and it sort of almost pulls into uniformity, doesn't it? It gets all the links in perfect uniformity, and then you would go through the one below, make it tighter, and you can continue to go for as low, for as tight or as small as you want, or as long as you want.
Exactly, yeah.
So obviously Karon will get to show us that throughout the process of what we're doing, but that's I guess a rough kind of explanation of what Karon will do it much better than I when she's actually doing it, but I want to get the price on so you can get it, so that as Karon's doing it you think, right, I want that now, it's there and it's available. So jot down, it's $9.95 for this one, and again it's a generic sort of price point we do for it. It's a Stephanie Eddy product. You can have a look on our website, stephanieeddy.com as well. but I've heard, I don't think anybody has been able to make it quite as good as Stephanie has. It's £9.95 for it, and again it does sort of go through things for you as well and explains it in there as well. So if you need help, you need gauges, or you want any extra help, you've got that there. Plus we've got it all on YouTube as well, and Karen's about to go through it for you now as well. So Karen, I'll finally let you get back to it.
Right, so I've shown you how to start off the Viking weave, so I'm going to show you how to add wire. So we're about to come to the sort of the beaded Viking knit
I'll
piece.
bring this
so,
over, so if you haven't seen it, you can see what Karen's talking about.
There we are. So we're coming up to sort of this section here. So what you want to do is get your knitting onto your tool, onto your Viking knit tool, so that top hole is in line with the last loop that you made. Sorry, let's get that where you can see it. So right there, where the last loop that you made, leave the tail of wire, because I'll show you what to do with that now in a second. So what you're going to do is take your new wire, take it through the loop, down through the guide hole, and again leave yourself a tail that you can hold on to. Then what you do is you just carry on knitting as before.
Do you find it quite therapeutic? Because I find it therapeutic watching you.
Yeah, it is. And like I say, when you get into the zone, you can pretty much carry on watching telly, or carry on. I've done it while watching JewelleryMaker.
I want to try it. Can I play with the one
Please
that you
do.
demonstrated
Please
with
do,
earlier?
yeah.
I want to see if I can do it while you do it.
I suppose it's like any other sort of knitting or crocheting. It's one of those things that you can do while watching telly and sort of just chill out, get into the zone, and just let it happen.
You tend to use your thumb just to guide it, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, because once you've pulled it through, I've noticed you can continue to straighten the wire. Is that just habit, or is that something we should sort of adopt
I think
as well?
You don't want your wire to snag as you're pulling it through. So if you can see that there's, especially when because I use sort of metre length wires for each sort of section.
Right.
Of Viking weave. I try not to make them any longer than that, because it can make it difficult. So if you say like a metre and then add wire as you finish with each piece, and a metre of wire, you're usually getting about 2.5 centimetres of Viking weave on the smaller one there. That's what you usually get out of it,
I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
So I'm going to take it. Actually, I can start adding the beads now. I'm just going
to... I've done that one a bit too tight.
And if you find that it's getting a bit too tight on there for your wire to go around the loop, what you do is you take it... I take it off. You take it off, like so. And you turn it around, and you see the cone end, you push that up, and that will widen your knit so that you can then get the wire behind your loops and you're not sort of struggling there. Right, before we go any further, what I'm going to show you to do is, because you've got the old original wire, the end of the original wire, you're going to just cut it down as close to the work as you can, and then you've got your new tail there to catch up into your work. So we're going to start adding beads now.
Ooh.
So this is the exciting part. These beads are gorgeous.
Are they good to work with? Do you like them?
Lovely, lovely. They're just perfect.
So just so you know, the Lazy Daisy droplet has sold out. Is that what you're talking about? No, the kit has sold out. Forgive me with the gems. Forgive me, I just looked up and saw what was on screen. Martha, you've lost me. I'm just knitting now.
She's in the zone.
So you could just choose any 2 or 3 mil beads that you've got at home that you want to use, couldn't you?
Exactly.
You did miss out, unfortunately, in the kit.
So there you are. I've put the first bead on. As you can see, I'm doing exactly the same technique with the wire. I'm just adding a little bead onto the loop as I go. That's the only change here. And also what you get in the kit as well is like a little pin, which I'm going to show you with the original is one of these, so as you can just lift those each, you know, if you've only got one that's a bit stubborn, you can just lift that up with the pin to help get your wire around as well.
We've just got a wee message from Suzanne out in Spain. Oh, can we come and join you and do some Viking knitting out there? Hi Karen, how much longer does the Viking, and this is a tricky question, how much longer does the Viking knit get when putting it through the draw plate? There's lots of varying factors there, isn't there, depending on the wire gauges.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah.
It depends on the wire gauge, and it depends on how tight you've made your knit. So that is a difficult one. What I would sort of say is write down what you've made from it. I mean, from my point of view, I would say I'm trying to make one that's about maybe 2.5–3 inches either side of the focal point. So that would probably, I've got about 2 inches of knit there, and that's probably going to give me about 2.5, maybe 3 inches at a push. Maybe not as much as 3 inches, but from what I'm doing, because I'm only going to put it through the drawer plate. I think it's once or twice through the drawer plate to get what I'm after, but that would, yeah, I'd try and get another.
The other day we did a design inspiration show and we did some Viking knitting, and I think we had a look at it, we measured it a couple of times on a particular gauge and how many times that went through. So if you, trying to remember the previous design inspiration show that we did that one, I can't think off the top of my head what one it was. I'll have a think, and you may be able to look back in that one on YouTube if you've got the internet, and that might be because we measured it with a ruler, I think, a few times we did it. That might help with one particular gauge. But as you've said, just give it a wee try with different gauges and with the tightness of your knit. Mine's getting tighter as I go. Deborah's in Pennsylvania. Karen, by adding beads, am I correct? You don't draw the weave through the draw plate then?
You do. I'll show you. You do, but obviously not the beaded bit. So I'll show you how to do that.
This is a cheeky wee treat. I love this one.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So it does still go through, and great question actually, because I would have been a numpty and tried to pull them through and be like, what's going on? Not working. This is so much fun.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is therapeutic.
I'm really enjoying it. Sorry, Martha. I'm probably, if you've been saying anything to me, I'm probably, yeah, we can bring in a new treat if you fancy. I think Karon and I, let's bring in, oh, how about silver wire, angle wire in the same gauges, 0.5, 0.6, 0.4. There we go. We're that excited. So thought to be some of our more popular sizes, especially for Viking knit with your 0.4 and your 0.6. As you said, 0.6 is probably a maximum for you on the weaving, on the Viking knit. So you've got silver and you've got gold. I'm going to Germany for the weekend. Maybe I'm getting into character. I can speak 2 words in German. In fact, it's not even speaking, it's just saying. That's about it. 0.4 and 0.6 millimeter gauges, and gold and silver, you get a bit of both. 10 meters in each, and I couldn't get anything at the airport for that price. No, I thought you said less than £2 a reel there. You did. £7.95 for 4 reels of the most popular gauges and the most popular wires. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I can't stop doing this. This is amazing. I'll go back to yourself, Karen, and we've got another.
So what I'm going to, once I've put on 1 row of beads, I'm then going to go 2 rows of just ordinary Viking knit again. So again, same principle. Wire around the previous loops. Pull the wire around the bead like so, and then carry on.
Oh, that was the wire, just in case you thought there was a wee mouse loose in the studio there.
Was that the wire squeaking?
Yeah. Or my hands.
Oh, yeah.
One or the other. It
is squeaking. I heard it then, yeah.
This is lovely fun. So, Karen, we're putting on the beads. Doing a row of beads. I'm not watching you, that's why I'm asking you.
Yes.
You've just got me into wire weaving now.
Sorry, I'm having a struggle getting it through. That's because my hands have gone.
So
if I hold this up to me a sec just to get that through.
Yep. Will allow you to do that. Do you want me to see how mine's coming on as we do that? Not because I'm particularly proud of it. Karen did pretty much the first 3 layers. I think I've just done 2. Yeah, right. It might look okay there, but look at. Hold on. Where's it going? Look. It's going to be a bit wrong here. What's that all about? Got a wee bit too excited, a wee bit too tight, Karen, up at the front.
Oh right, I'm with you. Yeah. Oh right. Oh, that's only where the wires got caught up. That's all. From your tail wire, I think. That's all you've done there, I think.
Hey,
yeah.
Lots of people coming in for the wire bundle. That's the way to do it. You may have missed out on the deal on the actual kit, but it doesn't mean you don't miss out on the wire deal. You can still take advantage of that. But again, you might not be looking for it for Viking knit. It might be something you might want to take up you've never done before. I have to say, and this was no disrespect, I can actually do this. I'm finding this quite easy.
Yeah.
Quite fun. Although you clearly see I'm not that good at it, I'm finding the motion that I can repeat it and I can understand how it forms and how it goes. So that I'm finding the understanding of it quite easy. The skill of it I'll have to get to grips with, but we're getting there. Are we messaging from Pauline, did you say? I love the name Pauline. Polly, hi Ali, what size wire is Karen using? Is it 0.4? 0.4. There we go. So that's what you've got here. 0.4 in silver and a 0.4 in gold. Helen and Merseyside, are you getting more wire in soon in gold and silver? Because I seem to have run out of 1mm gold. I thought I had some, but it's vanished. Large reels. How about I bring you some 1mm next? In about 5 minutes, Helen. Silver, 1mm, is that what you're looking for? Job done. Oh no, gold. Did she ask for silver or did she ask for gold?
Both, I think, wasn't it?
We've got gold and you asked for gold. And I'm just talking silver because I've got silver in my hand. Forgive me. Gold! Love it. I'll let you get back to it, Karen.
All right. And you can swap and change your going as well. There's no reason why when you add wire you shouldn't add a different colour as you go as well. And
was it Fleur that I was with? Forgive me because I was on for 15 days in a row or 14 days in a row. And I think it was Fleur who was teaching me to chase the wire. So you do a row of one colour, then a row of the next colour, and then alternate it all the way down.
That's what how I did the graduated. The graduated colour Viking move that I did on my DVD. That's how I basically.
Yes, we got your DVD.
Yeah, that's basically how I did that.
It's almost like we were prepared today for a Viking knit show. It's almost like executive producer Martha knew what was going on. She is on it. Oh, I was going to say that saying there, Ryan, but I don't know how loud that I am of that. I'm not going to say that in the telly. We'll do these DVDs shortly, but just give you a glimpse of what Karon was talking about. Viking Knit Edition 1, Greater British Edition 2, and Viking Knit 3. There we go. How'd you like those apples? There's a wire. There's a gold. Ooh! Quite heavy. Doesn't change your post and packaging though. No siree. Leanne's messages. Goodness me, lots of messages coming in. Thank you very much. How long do you knit? Do you knit before you add the beads? Ooh, good question.
As long as you want the bracelet to be really, because you're gonna want. It depends on the size of your wrist, but I would want at least 2 inches either side of the focal, because I've got a 6-inch wrist.
Hey.
So, say your focal was an inch long and maybe the clasp is going to take up another inch, then you'd want sort of like 2.5 inches either side of the focal. So I would say if you've got at least 4, let me think this. If you've got at least 4 centimetres, it's depending on how long, how wide your wrist is. So if you've got at least 4 centimetres of knit before you start adding the beads, then when you put it through the drill plate, you should get the 2 inches that you need either side, if you've got the same size wrist as me. If not, knit for a little bit longer. Remember, even if it's too long, you can cut it to the size that you require.
It's amazing,
it won't unravel. It will not unravel.
It's crazy. You literally do just cut it.
Yeah.
I was really upset the other day. I was like, you hadn't just cut it, look all the work you've done. But the section there might be an idea as well if you're thinking about it. And I hope you don't mind me saying this, Karen, but you might look at that section there and think, I want that section to be 1.5 centimetres or 2 centimetres or an inch or whatever you be.
Yeah.
So you might like to have more or less, so you maybe size it up on your own wrist or who you're making it for how much of that section you want.
Yeah.
And then take that away from how many centimetres your wrist is. And then split that up and do it on either side. As maybe an idea, and then obviously when you pull it through the draw plate, it'll get that wee extra bit longer, but you can always cut it. That's maybe a thought.
So I'll just do another row of the beads, and then I'll show you how to put it through the draw plate. So did you do one plain row after the row of beads, and now you're doing back to a row? Put 2 plain rows after the row of beads, and then you put another row of beads.
I'll let you do that, and I'll bring in that 1mm wire, because I know Pauline seems to have been waiting for it forever. I don't want you to wait any longer, so we're going to do it right about now. So 1mm gauge in gold. It's also when that happens, 50 metres for you in length. You wanted a big reel. It's one of the bigger ones we've got at the moment. But it does, as you say, it does tend to always fly out the door. And I don't know where yours has disappeared to. I do apologise. I don't know why I'm apologising. Because maybe you've lost it, maybe you've used it, maybe we've tempted you to use it and following a design inspiration, and then you forgot you used it. Stock wise, we don't have much, so try and grab it while you can, and we're going to put them all in for you now. So everything that we've got available in 1mm gauge yellow wire should be $17.95. I like big butts, I cannot lie. We're going to take it down. For the post and packaging, for the last in stock, we're going to try and shimmy that off for you. I like that. You have to shimmy at home to get that reduction. You don't really. Could you imagine? $14.95. Whoop. There it is. It looks like it may be selling out quite quickly. I'm sure you probably gathered that before I even mentioned that to regular viewers. So check it out when you can for £14.95, a 50-metre reel, and 1mm gauge for you as well. Gold colour. Karen, I'll let you take it away.
Right, so I'm going to show you now how to take it off the daisy and put it through the drawer plate. So what you do is, there's my snippers, got my Zuron ones.
Oh yeah!
My new favourites. My new favourites, oh yeah.
Oh gosh, we had them at the weekend. Sammy will be over the moon. She loved those Zuron pliers. I think she recommended them, and now they're flying at the door.
Love them.
So you're just snipping off all the loops at the top? All the
little loops at the top I've snipped. Take off the daisy and then remove all these little bitties, these little bits. Just take them off.
Wire has gone, just so you know.
Those last 2 little prongs, you can just cut them down like so. And what you need to do then, I'm going to use this. You need 3 pieces of wire, pretty much the same in length, because what you're going to do then is these are only temporary, you'll be taking them off later. So you're going to thread them crossways through the loops at the top, like so.
I absolutely love this. Ooh, I haven't seen this before.
Okay, but this is what you do to take it through the drawer plate. You put your wires through like that at the top so that they're crossed over. Bring them all together in like a bunch and twist them. Like so. And this is what you're going to use to take them through your drawer plate. So you're going to, obviously you can roll them in the cloth first.
You want to borrow air cloth?
It's alright, I've got mine here. Yeah, I've got my own here. So basically that's what you do, is you just roll it in the cloth there just to sort of condition it first.
So that just conditions it? Is that just the type of fabric that it is?
Yeah, I think it just sort of sets it all in place, you know, it gets it all sort of straight and ready for you, you know. Then take it through the, right, that's okay, that's the, you want it down, so it's the
5/16.
5/16 one that you want. So you're going to draw it through like that, only up to the beads, and then you're going to take it back out again. Okay,
So from the question earlier, do you not pull it through the draw plate if it's got beads on? You do, up to the beads, but you don't pull the beads through.
And I'll show you again. You take it down to the beads and then you pull it back.
Oh, we should have measured that actually and worked out how much further that went.
We had about 2 inches originally.
Ooh.
And there's my ruler right in front of me.
She likes the ruler of truth and never does what?
And you have indeed, I was right, you get about 2.5 inches, so you get another 1/2 inch on top.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen.
All right. And obviously, once you've put the beads on, you carry on Viking, doing your Viking knit as normal, and you do the same with that end. You take it through the draw plate and back out again. Okay, so that's how you finish it off. Simple as. And you put a piece of the 1.5 wire through the centre then to give you your
I was going to say,
shape.
how do you get that lovely shape? So that's a 1.5 wire which you got in the kit.
Yeah.
And then for the cheeky beads here, this lovely detail, because I was thinking,
cuffs.
did you sew that on, and how did this appear? How did this happen?
And I'll show you to make the cuffs. You got time for me to do that?
How long does it take? We've got about 5 minutes.
Right.
Or even if could we talk through it? Would that make it?
Yeah. Well, basically, it's the same as a beady bead. I could probably sort of. I'll show you with wire. I use the. What's it called? The monofilament.
That's the one.
Right. But I'll quickly show you with this what I did, and I won't do a full one. I'll just do a short one so as you can see how it's done. And basically, right, you start off with you thread on 3 of the seed beads.
I'll just pop your DVDs on the telly for you for now so you can grab a hold of them. As I suggested earlier, it's edition 1 and edition 2 and edition 3.
Right, you've got 3 beads already threaded onto your thread, wire, monofilament, whichever you're using. Then you put on another bead and you cross the wires through, like so. And you pull that down so that you've got a ring of 4 beads. And you carry on doing that. I'll do this as quickly as I possibly can.
Oh, thank you. I don't want you to rush though. Take your time.
It should work out. It shouldn't be more than about 5 minutes to do this. So you've got a bead on either wire. Get another bead and cross the wires through again.
So this time you've used 3 beads as opposed to the first time you used your 4.
That's it, exactly. Thank you.
Your DVDs
and again,
are flying out. No surprise, they always do. But it's great. We've got a wee cheeky £8.95, £3 DVD, or 2 DVDs not far off normal price, and 1 DVD for nothing.
That's not bad, is it? Can't grumble at that.
Pretty extra cheeky treat. Well, you might need one in particular. You might already have one. No, nothing to say, Martha, cover your ears. Nothing to say you can't sell it if you don't want to, if you've already got one.
So again, I've threaded a bead on either wire. Sorry.
No, don't you apologise. Martha's telling me I'm cheeky. It's what people do. Use those particular sites to sell things if they've already got it. There's no need for them to not take advantage of this deal and then make advantage of that.
Bead either side. 3rd bead, cross the wires through and pull. Now I did this 5 times before I made it into a ring, but I'm only going to do 4 here. And basically what you do then for the very last one to make it into a ring is you add, actually I will do 5 and then we'll fit it over the
Yeah, you've got time, don't worry.
So you can see what happened.
I'll make time. I'll make time stop for Karon Crawford.
Right.
Ooh, we've got new hubs arriving as well. Ooh. So all the 5th birthday ones, I won't be in that, will I? Oh, gorgeous Jenny's like, oh, I'm on it, yay!
So for the last one then, you put a bead on either wire, but instead of adding another bead to cross over, you actually go back to the very first bead that you added and cross the wires through there. And then when you pull tight, that pulls it around into a little beaded cuff already, like so. But what I've done then is I've taken the wire or thread, through one of the outer beads. You can see where I'm going there, yeah, can't you?
Yep. You've chosen a great colour wire, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I think with the monofilament you might not have been able to see what I was doing. And what I've done then, on the outer, I've added an extra bead all the way around. There we are, so that fitted in between the two, and you do that all the way along as you fit a bead in between the outer ones, in between each of the outer beads there. And you do the same for the other side. And then you slip it over the top of your Viking weave, which I'll show you in a second rather than finish all that. You can see where I'm going with that. I'll just snip those wires off for a second and I'll show you.
Forgot I was on the telly there, I was just watching. Thought I was at home watching, I forgot that you'd be able to hear my reply. I was like, oh yeah.
And you just slip that over the top so that it's next to the focal. Now if you want it to sort of stay in place, you can take your monofilament around the actual Viking weave,
right,
and then sort of knot it off with a double knot and a touch of glue just to finish it off. But that's how you do that piece.
Karon, I love it.
All right.
We've got glue coming up later with the storage box deal as well, so don't worry about that if you need some of that. We've got some selections of glues coming your way. Karon, I loved it. Thank you very, very much.
Okay.
If there's any, if you would like, in fact, to see any other parts, or maybe you want to ask about the necklace, or there's anything we haven't gone through, just quickly, Karon, did we do something similar as you did there with
exactly
the labradorite and the
that's
silver plated
exactly the same
together
technique, taking the beads, but I've also put an extra bead onto the centre of the beady bead as well, which is fairly simple. If anyone wants to know, ask me on Facebook and I'll go through it with you.
Perfect.
All right,
Karon, thank you so much. I loved it. That's the first designer inspiration, and there's another one coming your way. Check out the DVDs while we can. You brought me a hub, so I'll leave that for you if you fancy, if you've not already seen it.
Thank you very much.
That's the 5th birthday hub that's just arrived in the studio, but it's near the end of the month, so shows you how far behind we are in the studios. That's a lovely cup of pea. Oh, Amelia, I'll have to get shaking in her shoes. That's a good one. Ooh, right, so I've got some amethyst for you. Should we get that one? Sorry, I didn't mention that. Forgive me, sorry, Ryan. That was some excerpts from the DVDs that you were seeing there about the Viking knit ones. But you do need the tool for us. If you haven't already got the tool, grab it while you can. Amethyst, oh, I love these. This is with a heart as well. Oh, not that one. I was getting too excited. Oh, you're going to love these. These are amazing. Got 30. What would you think if I said, or were to say to you, amethyst nuggets, under £20, 500 carats, huge. Oh. Launched just the other day on the Late. Hold on a minute, when I was on the Late Show, I didn't get all these treats. What's that all about? That's not an excuse, Martha. 12 by 15 millimetre to 23 by 34 millimetre. Can you imagine what the lunch price they had on the Late Show? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Come on and call the free number and get your lavender amethyst for $7.95. Oh, shine, shine. They are pretty lustrous, actually. They're fabulous. Do you know what they reminded me of? They probably shouldn't be. You know those ridiculously expensive sweeties that you can get? The fruit ones. The jelly fruits they are. I can't remember what they are. The something jelly. Or what are they called? They were really expensive and they have they're like jelly, but they had like a little bit of sugar on them and they were really glistening like those. I can't think what they're called. But that's what it makes me think of. These are magical, these are. I'm going to move out of the way because my dress is kind of reflecting on the table and sort of introducing different colours. Wow. For $7.95, when did you get 500 carats of lavender amethyst at that sort of price point? A wee points coming in from Linda, I think. Belinda, forgive me, nuggets, they're boulders. Oh, I do love that comment.
Yeah.
I think you're right there.
Yeah, too, she's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have nugget strands, for example, like these. This is what we would normally call a nugget, and then if I hold these nuggets next to them, as Belinda would suggest, there's a little bit of a boulder going on. Should we call them amethyst boulders? I think we should. Thanks to Belinda, we are going to rename it to amethyst boulders. Now, you don't expect to be able to buy boulders for $7.95, do you? And then for them to look this pretty as well. 30, well, if you all check out, there'll be a handful available if you only get one. So, at that price point, you're probably wanting to multi-bid. I didn't mention we had some last of stock treats coming your way. You're gonna love them. One of them is coming up right now. If you missed the other morning, I was very, very fortunate. Was it the morning or the afternoon? Very, very fortunate. I was able to bring you the gemstone that flew out the door. The guest designers who were on with me, it was on Saturday actually, in the Design Inspiration Show with Sammy. This flew out the door. Sammy got one. I didn't get one. No, I didn't get one. It wasn't the same strand as this. Very, very similar in its quality. This is a 3x1mm to 4x1mm, 18 centimeter chrome dioxide. Was it the same one? Forgive me, was it the same one? It might have been now. No, this was on the Late Show with Zena. I'd seen it, but I saw it with Zena. That's where. I've got a wee message in asking, how is the colour natural? Well, if you think about gems like labradorite, how is that natural? It's all the inclusions within labradorite that make the schiller happen. With chrome dioxide, it's a colour of chromium, the presence of chromium, should I say, that naturally colours this gem. It is magnificent. It's totally natural. It comes from one place in the world, which is probably why it's so special and why it looks so amazing, is because you can't get this everywhere in the world. There's only one place in Russia. In the world, Russia is the only place in the world to date where this gemstone has ever been discovered and mined commercially. It's only mined 2 months of the year, usually June and July. If you're very lucky, it might be June. It might be mined in August, but very rarely. There's a picture of the mines, and that's a working operation. Look how cold that is. And the mines, roughly a sort of handful comes out a mine a week. I'm not talking about months. This would have taken years and years and years to mine this quantity, not necessarily this quality or size, but this quantity of gems. It would have taken many, many years to get that for one person. For me to have 16 opportunities for you going very, very quickly. It's the gemstone that if you get over sort of a couple of points, you're getting something special. The average carat weight is about 15 points. You're getting 30 carats. I have a 47-point chrome dioxide. It is set in gold. It's a pendant. It's a round, about 5mm round, and that cost me £49 from our sister channel. And I'm over the moon with that pendant, and I would pay that price. I'd probably pay more for it. Again, it's beautiful. But if you can get a whole strand like this, add in maybe some silver spacers or some gold spacers and make it a complete necklace with a little bit of extended chain, you have got yourself something that very few people in the world will ever even see, never mind own. We had 16. I've now got a 17 available. That's without the price. I don't know what the price is, but based on the chrome dioxide that sold out the other day for £87, I think at £27 you're in for a, I would recommend having it valued or appraised if I was you. You don't have to have it in jewellery to have it valued or appraised. You look like you've just seen a ghost, Karon. Are you all right? Did you want it?
I did. I wanted more than one too. I would have bought 2 of those.
It's one left. It's gone, Karon. I'm really sorry. It comes and goes so quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've got chrome dioxide, but I've got the chips. I would have loved those. That's the colour that emerald wants to be, isn't it?
Isn't it? They used to call it the Russian emerald, and then they realised you can get emeralds in Russia. You can't really do that anymore, can you? Right, next one. Sorry, Martha. Love these. There are 34 left. Lovely treat. We're going to do some fast and furious treats until the next design inspiration. It was launched with myself not long ago. It must have only been within the past couple of weeks. 8 days ago. Bear in mind, I was only not with you for 1 day. And that was yesterday. These are jam-packed, aren't they? Gosh, look at them, they're overlapping, I can't even sit flat. Full of scintillation, full of brilliance, full of... what do you mean I was a naughty girl? Oh, it was Kim. Producer Kim put the price in. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, Kim probably put a price drop in it. Totally natural. Now, do you know what the difference between white quartz and clear quartz is? Because a lot of people get confused. Martha, you should know. You're GIA trained now. Oh, you're playing. Right, she knows. So, when you look at a clear quartz, what do you want it to be? Clear, don't you? That's what you want. The name is in the title, that's what you expect. So, when you see white quartz, it looks like this, usually, but it has some inclusions in it. So, sometimes make it look a little bit cloudy, or you can't see directly, cleanly through it. So, when you want a clear quartz, it has to look of this caliber. With a white quartz, it's the same sort of body, but it has inclusions within it, so it's not crystal clear. You can't see through it cleanly. So there's the difference. I hope I've explained that to a T. I want to make daffodils with these. Could you make, is it sunflowers I'm thinking? It's the pointy, is it a sunflower? It has all the big leaves around it and a big face. Yeah. It's a sunflower, isn't it? Yeah. I want a big, it makes me think, is it those Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yes.
They have like the big sunflowers around the face.
Well, I think they have big cabbages, but I...
Oh yeah, the big cabbages, eh? These are beautiful. As opposed to maybe a gemstone beard, what do you reckon about this? Oh, I want to go to a party. I don't know. Oh, my friend's having a barbecue for their birthday. Can I wear something like this? It's in June.
Why not?
20th of June, do you reckon? I'll come with my clear quartz headband. I think that's really pretty. I'm thinking of Bollywood. There was a program I was watching a while ago. I don't even know if it's still on the telly anymore. It was called Desi Rascals, was it? And it was all about sort of Indian and Bollywood, Indian weddings, sort of Bollywood jewellery, and it's like one of those sort of MTV style shows. Like The Only Way is Essex or Made in Chelsea, kind of like that, but it was like a Bollywood version. And it was lovely. I really loved it, and I was watching the weddings, and that's the reason I actually watched it. I was just channel hopping, and I saw all this amazing Indian jewellery, and I was like, that's amazing.
I've been to an Indian wedding, and just the outfits for the actual wedding attendees, it is just amazing, and the jewellery is outstanding. It really is.
Do you think this is the sort of calibre this could fit in?
Oh, why not indeed, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, Martha. I didn't imply a value or worth with the price I took it to, but executive producer Martha said that my producer was very naughty, and if she wasn't playing this, she wouldn't have noticed, but, well, I was hoping she wouldn't have noticed. We were supposed to do £17.95, but for some reason the other morning, Kim and I decided to do £15. And Martha's having to repeat that because we don't, well, because we want to honour a price point, don't we? That's a little bit naughty. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now obviously they graduate, if you've had a look at the graphics, but if you haven't, they start at 10 by 6 and they go to 16 by 7. So where my finger is there is 10. I'll try and flop that down so you can see. That's approximately 10. And they get larger in the middle. I'll just count them all, shall I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 30 of them. Now, Linda has managed to, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but Linda's gone for 6 of these, and I'm thinking, with the earrings from before, as you managed to get 8 pairs in before, if it's the same lady, if you don't mind me saying that, I put that together. Is that sort of the idea? Where I'm just presuming that you were thinking of putting them with your earrings, because I think it would look amazing. But they would look gorgeous, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Have the earrings sold out? That's a silly question. Oh, we'll put them at the bottom of the screen. There's a few left. So you get a pair. You get 10 pairs, should I say? And the 10 pairs went down to just £9.95. One pose and packaging in any one day, so if you're starting an order and you want to add to it, lovely to have you. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it, you taking the time to tune in. 30 of them. So that's not even 50p each. I love that, Martha. Correct, it's 48.9 pence. 49.8 pence. Can you see the brilliance there? And the luster. What's the extra treat that you're getting with this one? I want to put you on, I want to get you to guess, Martha. Yeah, what's that extra sparkle we're getting? Brilliance and luster, but there's something else going on in there. Scintillation, you got it. It's when either you look at it, the camera moves, the angle that you look at it moves, and you just get this ping. And my favourite way of describing it is because it's the easiest for me to understand, is it's like a toothpaste advert. At the end, it goes, you know, it's got that flash, it's like ping. It's like that, it's got that flash. There's not luster from the surface, not brilliance from the inside, but it's like a bling, like a toothpaste splash. Hi, Ali, could be your fairy crown.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely all over that. Alex in Buckinghamshire, thank you very, very much. I'm trying to. Oh, I can drape over the top for now. I'm all over that, Alex. Thank you. In Buckinghamshire, that's not far from Windsor, is it? I'm going to Windsor soon. That's where my friend's barbecue is. In Windsor. Glue ring sizes in my box. Are we allowed to do this one? Because I've got that one coming up. Am I allowed to do one another? Or am I getting to do both? Doing the one with the ring sizer. Ooh, ooh. Right, well, I love the ring sizer. So many people say to me, Ali, I don't know how to work out what my ring size is. I say, well, you need a ring sizer. And they sell it quite quickly. This is my favourite one. Right, while I'm getting this out, I'll show you your two glues that you're going to get. Because we've got the E6000 and the Hypo cement with the fine detail on the end. Karon, earlier you were talking about using a little bit of glue with your monofilament.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would you prefer, the E6000, the Hypo cement, or does it not matter?
For the monofilament, it probably wouldn't matter too much.
Perfect.
But,
Because you're going to get them both anyway. So it's just whichever one you've opened.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've used the Hypo cement. I've used that one myself. That's what I use.
Is that because that one's got a pointy nozzle on it?
Yeah. I think if you want to get into little places, that's the one to choose.
I'm going to get in there. I've got this one. Oh no, if I open that, that means someone can't get one. Is that right? I just wanted to see the length. Oh. It's almost as if somebody's thought ahead of me. There it is. There's a picture. Yeah, someone has thought, don't let presenter Ali open the box. I'll put a picture on the back so she doesn't. Oh, actually, numpty. There's a picture on the front as well. I just couldn't see it because I had my E6000 in the way. So in the pack, you get your 2 sets of glue for different purposes. Your ring sizer. Now it doesn't change the size of your finger. What it does is tell you what size your finger is. Pete, what size is your finger? Should we find out? And you get storage boxes before Martha gets worried that I'm not going to show you everything. Here's your storage box. A big one and a cute mini one. Come on, Pete, you're allowed in. You have to hover by the side. Thanks, Pete.
Okay.
What one do you reckon? Should we go for should we try with the V?
Okay.
What finger do you want? That one?
Yep.
Oh!
Ah,
Well, how does that feel?
that's nice. Well. Yeah.
Would you want it tighter or looser? Is that perfect?
It can go a bit tighter, yeah.
Want to be a bit tighter? We'll go for a U.
I think, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could, yeah. That works. Oh, yeah.
You like a U?
Yeah, I
You
think-
sure? You want to try the size above? Are you alright?
I'm alright.
He's gone for you. If anyone wants to make a ring for Pete, it's a size U. You find it out by simply slipping it on your finger and seeing if it's comfortable, seeing how much it moves. Obviously some of us, I find it difficult because sometimes my knuckles get in the way and then I get it past my knuckle and then it's too big. But have a wee play, see what suits you. Usually, on average, I don't know what you've found, but what we find at this company is that the average size on a ring that we sell on a sister channel would be an N to O, which is in the middle. So where are we going? Here's an N. This is thought to be the average size of a lady in the UK. which is size N. Can you see there, right at the top, it's got the letter on it for you. Here's your N. On the other side, it says your N as well. Average size in the UK is thought to be an N. J to K is known as a small. R to S is known as a large. Give it a go. It's all your actual sizes. There's not any half sizes in there. Give it a wee play. You've got 30 days. If you change your mind or you don't use it, post it back. Storage boxes. Yeah, we had a wee look at those just before Pete came in, but I didn't really go through them, so I'll go through them now while we get a price on screen for you. What do you reckon? I'm just moving my paper to the side. Oh, you can't do under £10. No, you can't. You just told me off for taking the price down on that one. Well, let me reword that. You didn't tell me off. You just said, Kim, well, yeah, you told Kim off. You can adjust where you want to have your little spacers. Just take them out. The middle one doesn't come out. That one's straight and long in the middle, but you can take your dividers out. You can have them in there. You cannot use them. You could put them in another box. Up to you. And that's cute with a wee hanger on the top of it. And that one is, tell me the sizes. I don't think it does. Just says I get 2 storage boxes, your 2 glues, and you get your big one. I have no idea how much glue would be elsewhere, but I'm thinking it would be more than sort of £5 for professional glue. It's not going to be your sort of average PVA glue. As much as I had fun with that as a child. I loved art and craft at school. You know when you used to get the lentils and you'd put glue on a piece of paper and you'd throw lentils on it? That was your like picture. I loved that. Don't think my mum loved it. I think the kitchen looked a bit of a mess after I insisted on all of them being hung up. And all the lentils start to fall off after a while when the glue dries. Anyway, well done if you got that. We've not had the ring sizer for a while. If there's any left, I'll recap it, but at that price point, I don't think it'll be there for very long at all. Kirsty in Australia, brilliant, coming your way, and only 1 shipping and handling in any one day. Right, 13. Everything hurts, sorry. I went horse riding yesterday. I'm in pain. I haven't been horse riding for years. Did you see this earlier? That was made from this bundle. Oh! You have got... I'm so pleased you made this on your day off, Martha. It matches my dress perfectly. May I have it? Pretty please. I don't believe, hand on heart, I have ever seen a multi-barrel nugget strand like this.
That is lovely.
8 by 5 millimeter, 86 centimeters. That's a joke, isn't it? 8 by 5 isn't a nugget. That's not far off what Belinda said earlier of a boulder. Are you serious? That's what we would normally have on a 38 centimeter strand. They're 8 by 5 mil. Who? I am absolutely not happy about this. Who called that a small nugget? Are you serious? An 8 by 5 mil? That's larger than an average solitaire in an engagement ring. Most people don't even have that big a solitaire when they get engaged. 8 by 5 mil. And we're calling it a small nugget. Pa. Is that just so you can get that price low? Is that what it is? Look at that. That is a beautiful treat of kyanite, which I would be okay with and accept calling small to medium nuggets, which is what they're called. 2 by 1 to 8 by 2. Now I think there's a slight problem here, because if this is a medium nugget and this is a small nugget, somebody's gone confused. Now I think we are allowed to do the price point purely because there's an incorrect name. I think that is my way. Martha, this is what I do when you're not here. I try and justify to myself why the price is going down. And I basically make up a reason, because otherwise it's baffling to me. But I do genuinely think that is a medium, if not... Oh, hello, kunzite. It's almost as if executive producer Martha woke up on her day off and booked these in the day they arrived to make sure you had them for an amazing show.
They're lovely. Kunzite goes nice with the multicolour beryl, doesn't it?
Isn't that pure luxury? This is probably one of the most, if not the most luxurious nugget bundles. Can you even call it nuggets? Kyanite, you love that gem, don't you, Martha? She really, really does. It is a beautiful colour, reminiscent of a sapphire to many people. Martha loves the similarity to tanzanite. Let me get these down, these are coming up. Spectacular, spectacular. Cheeky treat. Let me take those out of the way again. With those coming up smack bang on 3 o'clock, I cannot get my head around this strand of multi-beryl. Have you ever seen a multi-strand of beryl nuggets before? I've never seen one, which is absolutely 100% reason for waking up on a day off morning and putting them aside for one of only a handful of shows you're going to produce for an entire year. Hi, Hannah Oxbury, gemologist. Part of the buying team. Good job, she's seeing the part of the bundle. Price of $15.85, which is not what you're going to be paying, but shh, don't need to tell anybody that. Is that what you can't... sorry, Martha, are you aware of what you're saying? Under £4 a strand for multi-beryl, kunzite and kyanite. Honestly, I'd pay that just for the beryl alone. This is an early bird price point, isn't it? Or like a spotlight. Or a late show superstar buy. Would you be happy just for $11.95 for the multicolour beryl? I would. You don't have to be because you're going to get it all anyway, but just out of curiosity, would you be happy at $11.95 just for, I don't know, how about a kunzite carat weight of how many carats? Sorry, Martha, I forgot. 250 carats. 225 carats, 225 carats. How many? 230 carats of beryl. Multi-beryl. That means aquamarine. That means morganite. That means emeralds. Are you having a giraffe? Linda, foregone to yourself. I cannot congratulate you enough. What a treat. Jean's in, you Collins in, Johan's in, Janine's in. I've got Cheryl and Eileen. Sorry I haven't really read out your names today, but now I am, because now you're just taking over my television, which is amazing. Do you know, when I get home at night, I don't watch television really, apart from JewelleryMaker, but I get really disappointed because there's no names flying around my screen. It's just a normal television screen. I'm like, oh, there's no fun going on. Where's the excitement? I love it. Sylvia's there, Vivian's there, Marion's there, Susan's there, Mary's there, Claire's going for multi-bids. I've got West Yorkshire, Cornwall and Cheshire, Warwickshire. I live in Warwickshire. It's a beautiful part of the world. Yorkshire, Leicestershire, Somerset, Cambridgeshire. Am I allowed to say that? Seems as though I was brought up in Scotland and I live there now. It's my place of choice. I can say it's a lovely part of the world, can't I? I can still say that about Scotland though, can't I? Where I was born. Belfast, lovely to see you. We're in Warwickshire, stroke Worcestershire, stroke West Midlands. Nobody can really quite make their mind up. West Sussex, oh, I love Worcestershire sauce crisps. Worcestershire sauce. They're lovely. Ooh, I found some, oh, I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if this is a brand. You know what you put in your toast, what you have in like Welsh rarebit, which I thought was some sort of rabbit, but I didn't realise it was cheese and mustards. It's lovely. Yeah, I wouldn't have it for years. I was like, I'm not having that. I don't know what that is. I thought it was something to do with a rabbit. I was like, nope, not having it. And then someone had it, and I was like, that's toast and cheese, basically, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
With mustard and something to do with someone called Lee. And someone called Perrins. Hello, about that on your cheese. Flying out the door. Have you got yours? I really want this. I really want to get involved with you. £11. That's making me blow raspberries. You'd pay more for a scarf from one of those stores on the high street that sells scarves and other accessories. They sell a scarf. I saw it the other day. It was lovely. It was £22, which is really great. But I could make something really pretty. Oh, did you get the Viking, not the Viking knit, sorry, it's because I'm looking at Karon Crawford and thinking we're doing a Viking knit show. Did you get the t-shirt yarn? The nuggets, the multi-barrel nuggets put in with the pastel colours of the t-shirt yarn from the other day. That would be splendid. I finished my t-shirt yarn 4-finger knitting, just so you know. It's laying out on my living room floor and I just need to wait for a friend to come around to take a picture because it's the same length as me. But I don't have anyone, and my bunny rabbit's at my parents' at the moment, so I can't take him. Well, he's not there to take a picture, not that he could anyway, so. I can knock on my neighbour's door and ask them to take a picture of me next to my 4-finger weaving knitting t-shirt yarn. Don't think they'll know what. Don't think they'll be too much impressed. £11.95. Check that out before it sells out. I love those. Talking of love, I love Karen's second design inspiration. You've got one more treat before I bring it to you. 2 more treats, actually. I can't believe you just got kunzite for $11.95. Can't believe you got multi-barrel and the biggest nuggets I've seen for $11.95. Can't believe you got kyanite. Even just got it. You've got all of that for a price point that I would not imagine. Can't remember where it was from, so I'm going to pop it in a box. Sorry, guys. Last of stock in our multicolored agates. You've already put it on the desk. Oh yeah, these whoppers. It's not really what you would think of for multicolored agate though, would you? I'm thinking for pinks and purples and reds. These are 750 carats. You get approximately 5. They're whoppers. The price, I would expect you to pay for one of them. They were launched with myself just maybe the other day ago. Look at the detail on that. How much would you expect? We were talking about £4 for those labradotes the other day, so maybe £5, £6 for something like this.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, they're wonderful, aren't they? Are they coated on the? Oh no, it's just shiny on the edge. I thought they had a silver coating in.
No coating to them at all.
That
just
is amazing.
Polished.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
The edge is that sort of natural finish. Wow, what do you reckon? If they were £5 each, £6 each, you'd be looking at yourself, what? What do you mean not even £2 each? £1.80 odd each. Well, if you insert, you do get those rings. They are big sizable holes that have been drilled into them, and you do get the rings that come with them. But for that price, £8.95 for 5 of them. Valerie's there, Nina's gone for 3, lovely to see her. I went to school with a girl called Nina. She lived around the corner from me. She's really nice. Linda's there, Lauren is there, Linda Renfrewshire. I'm from Renfrewshire. I'm going to Renfrewshire soon. I'm really excited. I'm going back to see my old school show. They're doing Godspell. Ooh, the Citizens Theatre in Glasgow. Oh, did you say Samantha or Amanda? Samantha, hiya! My next door neighbour's called Samantha. What would you use them for? Oh, absolute one huge big pendant, just one of them. I would use them individually. Maybe on a belt. We've got some chain coming up.
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking, Karen?
Yeah,
Whoop.
definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At that price point, use them for a paperweight. I think they would be quite impressive.
What about a mobile?
Oh, could you imagine?
Especially, you know, sort of sun catcher type. I think that'll look amazing.
They would. Very amazing. I'm looking forward to it. What do you reckon? Maybe in a cuff, a bracelet, middle of a bangle. I've got quite scrawny wrists and arms, but imagine that as a cuff. Do you reckon? Sorry, I've got a wee bruise on my arm. I don't know how. I'm going to leave those there. I've got for you the final 10 of the birthday tree. I missed the birthday, so Martha very kindly set aside 10 for me, for you today. Is the ultimate. Let me show you what you're about to get. Gonna have a really, really, really short break. Kyanite, tanzanite, sapphire, aquamarine, and topaz.
Oh.
All of these coming up on the other side of a tiny, tiny, tiny break. I've got 10 of them. It's the last of stock of our birthday special. Martha saved them for me because unfortunately I missed the birthday. I'm going to get celebrated today before the end of May. And we've got design inspiration numero dos coming your way. I'll see you in just a wee sec. Get ready to check in because you don't want to miss this.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
The latest edition of the Lure Book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Where do you begin? Is it your favourite colour? Is it a colour you know that you absolutely adore, you would wear all the time? Is it something you know that you would love to wear every single day? Or is it something you know everyone who talks to you about your pieces that you make, that you commission, or that they commission you to make, you know they would love it, you know for a fact, that shadow of doubt, in fact, they've been asking for it. You don't just have one treat. This is a very, very special moment. Start logging in now on JewelleryMaker.com or on the web on 0800 644 655. This is the last of stock from the birthday celebrations. I was very, very fortunate. Thank you to Martha who saved aside 10 for me from the actual birthday. They were launched for your birthday special treat. They were ordered and saved. It took us years to get this together. This isn't something that we've worked a couple of weeks on or a couple of months on. It takes years and years to be able to put together a selection like this, enough for 1 or 2 people. There is something for everybody here, whether you want to get all of them for yourself, or maybe you want to do something like our Sammy and Fiona and Alison do and buy things together and separate them. Maybe you want the tanzanite. Imagine everybody wants a tanzanite. Maybe you know somebody who wants a sapphire or needs a sort of midnight sapphire of this caliber. Maybe you're wanting the aquamarine because it's another world. Maybe it's the topaz that's stealing the show for you. All 5 of them, however, will be coming your way. You do not have to choose. Now you're getting 2 by 1 millimeter to 4 by 2 millimeter on each one. Is there any way, Martha, you could just pop up my specifications for me just to check? Just to let you know, one has already gone. I'm just going to hold it over your blackboard just so you can get an idea. There's brilliant facets on each and every single one of these. Have a look. You've got aquamarine, blue sapphires, with classic sapphire, topaz, as well as kyanite and tanzanite. The strand I've got for you here is your beauty that is aquamarine. Look at the luster you've got here. totally genuine 30 carats for you in the aquamarine. I'm going to bring to you as well in a moment an option of you for you to have a look at the luster and the clarity on these aquamarines. These are being allocated quite quickly. As I say, it's going to be a considered purchase. I didn't mention that. I'm sure you can imagine within your own head that to get gems of this caliber, of course it would be. I'm going to grab the kyanite for you now, because you've just seen some lovely kyanite nuggets and you can get an idea. I've got 7 left and it's not going to be there for long. That's not counting those of you who are thinking of checking out. Kyanite is all the way from Nepal, Nepalese kyanite. It's thought to be some of the finest in the world. From the rooftops of the world, you are getting yourself a natural kyanite, 35 carats on this, and again they are all graduated from 2x1 mil to 4x2 millimeter rondelles. It's 18 centimeters approximately on each strand. If you're looking at this thinking, Ali, I adore them, but I'm still getting to grips. I've never seen a tanzanite in real life. I've never seen an aquamarine in real life. For example, here we go. Let me grab for you. It will be on your aquamarine. I've just taken it off there to show you. It will give you a wee label on each one to tell you exactly what they are. That's an interesting spelling of aquamarine. So I wish I hadn't shown you that one now. It's all about the quality of the gemstones, just remember that. Classic midnight sapphire. Look at the,
Look at that.
The depth of it, look at the luster. Now I've had some very kind messages coming through already for those of you who've already not only seen these, but acquired them from the birthday show. Maybe some good advice to those who are thinking about it just now. Have a look at these topaz. What a level, what a beautiful sky blue. So with 6 chances, as I suggested a wee moment ago, if you've just tuned in, you may want to do what some of our guest designers do and did on Sunday actually for chrome dioxide. You might want to club together and get something. Maybe there's one particular you want. Maybe you want to, if the 3 of you wanted to join in, you could third all the strands. It's up to you. But for a gemstone, I was describing to my friend the other day, actually, we're having a look at my gem collection yesterday, and they said, oh, what's that? And it was my tanzanite. And I said, oh my word, the quality of this tanzanite is another level. The purples and the pinks, if you learned anything about genuine gems and pleochroism, you'll understand what I'm talking about. This gem has purples coming out, lilacs coming out, and blues. It is an exceptional quality tanzanite. You may think that by putting them together, that might not be an exceptional quality. It might just be average. By no means is this average. This is the creme de la creme of each strand. You can tell that when you see them on their own. If these strands were on their own, what would you expect to pay for aquamarine of this quality? Would you be looking at £59 on its own? When does aquamarine look this blue, this glowing, with so much clarity and brilliance at a size like this, with 30 carats, for anywhere under £50?
Yeah.
Now tanzanite, the gem that I was suggesting and speaking to my friend about, telling them that it's a gem that's no longer being mined at this moment in time, and they said, oh yeah, but they'll find it somewhere else, so isn't it? That's what you do with gemstones, you'll mine it somewhere else. I went, you would do, but so far in the world, Tanzania is the only place that's ever commercially mined this gemstone, because it's only ever been found with the minerals that are present there and the heat and the temperature that's there. It's the only place in the world where this gemstone has been commercially mined ever. So for the quality of these, with 5 strands, if I were to offer each strand at £50, which, bear in mind, you get tanzanite as a gemstone that I don't think you should be getting that price point, you're looking at £250 for all of this. I think that would be tremendous, based on the quality of what you've got. But this was a birthday collection, and on our birthday, we wanted to offer you some of the finest blue gemstones in the world, and on our birthday we took it to a very special price of £172.95 for those of you who got it on our birthday show. Hopefully you'll be thrilled that we are matching that price point. You're getting the same one, no more and no less, the exact same. Sarah and Worcestershire, I have these. They are more beautiful in real life than you can imagine or see on screen, worth a lot more money than this. Thank you so much. You have 30 days when you get home to make your mind up. Joanna's messaged in. Now these are truly breathtaking. Hopefully hubby won't mind that I've got them. you think about it, people could pay £179 for a sapphire necklace on its own, or a sapphire or a tanzanite piece. I really hope you do enjoy them. I'm thoroughly over the moon for you, those of you who've got it. Bernadette's dropped us a message. I had 10, I've got 4. Good luck to you. I appreciate it might be considered, but in that sort of price point, I don't believe it's considered for what you're actually getting. Bernadette's message in County Carlow, thank you. OMG. Whoa, just beautiful. I love. We love too. Karen, what are you thinking? I can see you're just lost.
Straight away went through
them.
my head. I'd be making a multi-strand bracelet with what I've got left over, cascade earrings, sort of graduating in colour. But yeah, you know me, I love to put things together, so they'd all go in a multi-strand bracelet.
It's got to be done, eh?
Yeah.
If you
keep it.
Yeah. If you were just to say, we've got some gorgeous pearls coming up. Cass, can I be really annoying? Can I ask you to pass me a strand of white pearls from over there, from the sort of 3 or 4 o'clock box? They're quite big. I'm sure you got them. Thank you. If you were to have, thank you so much, something like this, a big pearl. And maybe, I mean, you wouldn't need many tanzanites, but just a kind of couple of tanzanites above it, maybe 1 or 2. With the sterling silver findings we have, I mean, what sort of price point would you expect that to be?
Oh gosh, what would tanzanite?
I know, it's hard, isn't it? Would you expect it to be less than £39? I gotta go, they're sold out, sorry. It's time for your design inspiration. Sorry, Karen, didn't actually let you answer that.
Don't worry about that.
It's design inspiration time. Second design inspiration of the day, and goodness gracious me, you are going to get some amazing inspiration. Now, I shouldn't be saying this, and Martha, my executive producer, is not going to love me for it, but just for a moment before we start, this isn't in the design inspiration, but if you missed out on the tanzanite because they all sold out, I have this coming up. I've only got about 9, but it's coming up. We'll do it within the next sort of 50 minutes, 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll do it before 4 o'clock, which if you're watching anywhere else, that's in like 40 minutes time, alrighty? Oh, it's all about the blue, Dion would love it. Oh, crashing waves. Well, you can't do that without some blues, could you? Love these. Let's have a looky. Oh, got more kind of, it's almost as if executive producer Martha's producing today. Aquamarine going on. Where in your right mind did you find these? Aquamarine, neon apatite, lapis lazuli. This is phenomenal. Kyanites in there as well. Aquamarine, what's going on? Blue coated pyrite. How are we allowed all of this? How a pourquoi? Love these. I've not seen these before. What do you reckon? They are fab, aren't they? Really pretty gorgeous indeed. Wow!
There's so much in this kit.
Did you feel that? Whoops.
Yeah.
If I don't drop them all. So I have lots of strands. I've actually got 6 strands for you. That is your blue coated pyrite. They're top drilled puffy pairs. And they go from 16mm to 12mm with 180 carats. Now it says blue, but you can see there it's almost like a mermaidial feel, isn't it? Lots of variety of colour coming through. Purples in there, greens in there. Wow, yes, as well as the blues, like an aqua blue there too, so lots going on there. I'm going to grab for you next your aquamarine, because they are big nuggets going on there. Aquamarine, well, I'm going to ignore the word small, nuggets, 10 by 4mm to 18 by 5mm. What a joke. These are amazing. I'm talking about the fact that it said small there. These are whoppers. Aquamarine nuggets. Love them. Carry 200 carats on that one for you. Then I've got some apatite for us. Hello. Apatite wise, this is your neon apatite. It's coming from a 2x1mm to 7x2mm nuggets. 85 centimeters on this one, 130 carats. Then I've got your kyanite. Let's get this one on. Do love a good kyanite, and this is just, well, it's exactly that. To a 12x7mm up to 10x8mm. There's 230 carats there of lovely drop styles for you on there. Add to that, we've had a look at our pyrite. If you've just tuned in, that's pyrite puffy pears. Aquamarine, you can see the difference in colour from the size, can't you? These are 1x1 mil to 9x2 mil. More of a sort of right on the beach aquamarine, as opposed to the middle of the sea aquamarine. So these are giving you 1x1 mil to 9x2 millimetre, 85 centimetre strand of aquamarine. That one comes in 115 carats. So you're getting 315 carats of aquamarine in total when you add those two together. And then finishing off with lapis lazuli. Hello, 5x3 millimetre to 8x5 millimetre on it. Now, it says 36 inches. This is clearly nearer your 80 odd inches. Centimetres, sorry, I'm saying, 36 inches. Why is that one in inches and everything else is a centimetre? What's about 80 odd centimetres then? 150 carats, that's funny. Someone's trying to confuzzle me there and it worked. 0.6 millimetre, I'm guessing that's 0.25, but I could be wrong. And 0.4, yeah, how's about we go with that? It is. Antique bronze is 0.6, 0.4 and 0.25 millimetre for your antiques bronze. And then your copper is here, I'll shimmy it in, that's 4 mil, as well as 0.8 and 0.6. I love that. I've both got my director and producer in my ear, both went yep together. Got that one right. So 0.25 mil in the antiques bronze. 10 metres in each. On the website you can view all the details I get to see, but as well as on the, well, not everything I get to see, you don't get to see all the names coming through. That's a special treat I get to be for being the presenter. On the web you can see it, but if you're at home, don't fret or fear. The call centre is a free phone number and they're nearly here. All you need to do is call them and ask them. And they've got the 60 metres of wire gauges. You can go through it again if I said it too quickly, or if you didn't hear it, or if you've just tuned in, if you want to just remind yourself. All of the gems, 6 strands, way over 1,000 carats. It must be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and you got about at least way over 700 carats, maybe just shy of 1,000 carats of genuine gems. And your 6 reels of wire. What do you reckon we can do from £48 to £90? What did we do earlier? Didn't we take £20 off earlier?
Yeah.
That's a good note. A £5 note is good to get back. £10 note is pretty. Imagine you found a £10 note down the side of the couch. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
It would.
If you found a £20 note, wouldn't you be like, awesome? So that's like a £20 note. Well, it is. £20 reduction for you. So if you were normally to buy that quantity of aquamarine and all of those strands, it's really easy. Sorry, Martha, to say this, but it is. You just add the prices together, and that's the JewelleryMaker price point. And we've just reduced it from that because, well, why not, eh? And they're flying at the door quickly, which is great to see. The code on it is GSGC85. Just write that down as and when you can. Or give us a call. Contact Centre will help you. It's also known as crashing waves. Now when you see what Karen's made, you're going to want this even more than you probably want it already. Oh, hello. Oh, wow, how gorgeous. Did you enjoy this kit?
I really did, actually.
Did
There's
you?
so much. You get so much with it. I mean, I could have gone on forever. I mean, I'm going to show you. I haven't opened, because I always get 2 kits, one to do the demos with, obviously.
Of course.
But I mean, this is what I got left over from just the one kit.
Wait till you see this from camera 5. Oh, can I ask you to I'll move it up so we can see.
Here we are.
They've got all
Look at that.
I love that. Yeah, there's some more aquamarine.
I mean, I didn't use that one. But even though, look at all I've got left.
And you didn't even touch the large nuggets.
And I didn't even touch the large nuggets, no.
Oh my word. And when you see how heavy this is, appetite-wise, lapis lazuli with the 2 different types, the 2 Viking knits in the 2 different colours, I love this. Don't get me wrong, I love this one too, but I love the Viking knit on either side of that. I think that's just fabulous. It's making those colours really, they were poppy already, but they're exploding right now.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. They go well together, those colours, don't they? The lapis and the neon appetite.
And the way you've created that design to give the waves that crashing effect is gorgeous. So you can do that with the Viking. And then here, totally different technique, but again, still giving that crashing waves effect.
Give that wave effect, yeah.
Oh, Karon, I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh, wowza. And thank you for taking the time to join us. Oh, very regular Eleanor out in L'Exemple in Barcelona. I really want to come and visit Barcelona. I want to go and see Gaudi's Park. That I'd love to see. Have you seen that, Martha? Is it worth the go? Is it worth going? Absolutely, right. I'm going to do that. £28.90, you can join me. It probably cost me more to get to Barcelona. Probably cost me more than that for my suitcase. Right, join me when you can. Lots and lots of you coming through. If you haven't already joined us, £28.90 just for 2 strands of aquamarine. Elsewhere, I think you'd be struggling to get that sort of price point for the carat weight and the quality we had. Bear in mind, it's about quality. It's not just about, oh yeah, there's aquamarine elsewhere. There'll be aquamarine, there'll be lapis lazuli, but it's about the quality of what you've got and what you've got to work with. And I think that for me is the main difference. Yes, you can get different things elsewhere. It's like, why would you go and get your haircut at a certain place? You get it done because of the quality. You like the person who does it, and you like the quality, and you like the you like how you're served, and you like the way, the atmosphere, and that's why you like it, and that's why you go there. So there's a reason why you go somewhere and you get things. And I think quality-wise, it's only £28.90. Elsewhere it may be different, maybe the same price.
It's
I don't know.
Excellent stash builder.
Yeah, you think?
Excellent stash builder, yeah.
What? I hope I'm guessing right, but are we going to go for the waves with the Viking knit?
I'm going to show you how to make one of those links, yeah.
How amazing. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? Woo, right. I'm going to let you take it away, Karon.
Okay. So I'm going to start. I've cut about 1 foot, but you probably don't need quite that much. You probably need about 10 inches, I suppose, to do the framework for one of these links. And you don't want to catch it.
I was just going to say, I'm going to move you over because that way we'll get all that board in so we can see. Yeah, is that all right, Mike?
Am I right
perfect?
there?
Yeah, no, you're perfect. Sometimes the camera moves and the board's in a different position. That board moves about. I think we need to
it does, doesn't it?
In fact, I was going to say that we don't do postal notes anymore at the moment, but can we stick a board to the table? And can we put graphics on the board so that we can see? I think that would be fun. Cass is looking at me like, what? What, girlfriend? You want to do what? But, well, yeah, it moves, so thank you for that. Before you start, worries. So I want to see everything you're doing.
Okay, so as you can see, I haven't cut it right at the middle, just sort of off-centre, really, because I'm going to form it around, and I'm using the JewelleryMaker here, but you don't have to, you're ordinary round nose pliers, but you want quite a large loop there at the top because you're going to be making these little flat cones for the end, and you don't want them slipping off at the end, so you want your loop to be fairly sort of large so that it doesn't slip off. And what I'm going to do is make a wrap loop to start off with.
Sorry to check, you may have already said, just gauge wire.
Oh, sorry, this is 0.8.
0.8, thank you.
0.8 gauge wire that I'm using for the frames there. Sorry, I didn't mention that at all. So what I'm going to do then is I've cut. This didn't come with the kit. This is the beading thread or flexible wire, whatever you want to call it, that I had with one of the old kits that I had in my stash. So what I'm going to do, I cut a generous sort of length.
30 odd centimetres, 30, 40 centimetres?
About 40, 50 centimetres. You don't need that much, but it's just so you have a nice workable length to use. And I've just looped that around the neck of the loop there. I'm going to thread on crimp bead. Sorry, I'm using the silver ones, I run out of the copper. So I'm using a silver one just to show you what to do, really. And you want that sort of fairly close to your link so that it stays in place. Flatten that on, crimp that on. Sorry, can you see that?
Yeah. After that, can I just move you over that way? Perfect, thank you. Sorry.
Am I in the right place?
Yeah, for one camera you are, and the other one...
I wasn't.
No, you're fine. You are. You're the star, Kat, and we're following you.
Okay.
The talent is always right. That's what they say, right?
So then I'm going to thread on. I'll show you how to make these now in a second.
Yay!
I'm just going to thread that on all of those wires So you'll see that when I get to the top, you'll see there where I want that loop fairly wide. It's just to sort of make sure that doesn't come off the end. What I'm going to do then is, I've made these 2 pieces of Viking weave. Ooh. One is about 1/2 inch longer than the other. One is made with 0.4 copper wire. The other one is made with the 0.25 antique bronze wire.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the copper wire, thread that onto the top.
Sorry to ask, can you remember off the top of your head which draw plate you pulled them through?
I took them down to, do you know what, that's stupid of me, let me have a look. We'll have a look now, we shall find out.
Sorry, thank you, because I just thought...
We shall find out.
If I want to make the exact, because I'm not... I'm pretty sure this one... the exact same.
I'm pretty sure this one went through the very smallest one. Yes, it did. So that one, the one I made with the 0.25 wire went through the smallest draw plate hole, and the copper one went through the next one up. So that went through the second one up.
From bottom.
Second from bottom, yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for that. I'm sorry to ask that. Just
no, sorry, I should have really written that down, but I didn't, so.
Brilliant. I'm just going to quickly squeeze in the tool that you used, because you would have used the 1/4 inch on this one.
I used the 1/4 inch Viking knit, yeah, on that one.
And for the previous kit as well, the design inspiration. So here we go. It's 1995. Lazy Daisies, it's actually known. It's brilliant. A brilliant tool by Stephanie Eddy. We love it. I don't think we could really do Viking knit in the same way, or as quickly, or as efficiently until this was on the market. It's a super tool, which I don't think any Viking knitter would be without. But you can always send in your messages if there's something you would do differently, or something you would recommend, or your comments on this if you've never tried it. We'd love to hear from you. JewelleryMaker.com, or text us 60777. But that tool is down for $19.95 and used in both of the design inspirations for you today. We had the draw plate. If there's any left, it'll be on the website. We'll pop that at the bottom of your screen shortly, actually, and then if you want the draw plate to use what Karen's just used, you can have a look at that too. Sorry, Karen.
That's all right. So you can see I've threaded on the Viking knit sections there. And I've also, onto the beading thread, I've threaded on a little copper bead, which I know doesn't come in the pack, but it was from an old findings pack, so I thought, well, use them up. So you basically then you're going to thread on your chips. Sorry, I'm threading on the wrong colour. That's a good start. So on the bottom, on the bottom one, which was the longer length, I threaded on the apatite.
Have I been caught?
That's funny. Suddenly look up and see Ali dunking her biscuits.
Sorry.
That's alright, you enjoy. One of the great British joys, I think, that. Is that done anywhere else in the world?
When I'm there, yeah.
Exactly. Oh dear. I'll do this as quickly as I can. Sorry, this is probably the slowest part, but at least it's just straightforward threading. And sort of gauge it yourself as to where you want that to be. Just play around with how many you want on there. That should do it actually, because we're going to have we're going to show you how to make the little cone for the other end as well. You're not going to need as many of the lapis lazuli because obviously you don't want them to be the same. Did you want to do those while I'm threading?
Yeah, do you want me to squeeze these on quickly?
Please do.
Fabulous! I've got some wire for you now. Ooh. Martha, she would do a 0.8 selection.
Gorgeous colours.
Yeah, do you reckon? Baby pinks and gorgeous chartreuse greens, plus your hot pinks, fuchsias, and your blue blue colour as well, navy blue. I would go as far as to say that one. So, for the 4 wire reels, 10 metres in each one, 0.8mm gauge in each one. ZTGC64 is the code. A collection including 40 metres of coloured wire, all at 0.8 gauge. Classed as blue, chartreuse, fuchsia and pink. It is a bundle, so we are allowed to play with your price point. Ooh! What could you buy for £3.50? £3.75. It's not a lot, is it really, per reel? Many of you will know years ago, Louise Jacobson made me a ring using the pinks and the chartreuse, the pastel pinks with rose quartz. It's a beautiful ring. And the colours look gorgeous together. It was a main sort of body of pink with the green going through. It was lovely. And those pinks with that hot pink and that navy blue, that looks amazing, doesn't it?
It does actually, doesn't it? I like to see the hot pink with antique bronze as well. I think that's an amazing combination.
Maybe some of the antique bronze you got in the design inspiration. Love it. So both of those together, $14.95. Won't change your post and packaging. And you did get 3 reel tamers as well earlier, so you can use those with any reels. It doesn't have to be specific ones. And at £14.95, Karon, I'll let you get back to it.
Okay, so I threaded on the chips and put another copper bead the other side. I'm going to hold them while I just complete the frame for the link there, and I'm just going to wrap that around.
We got you, don't worry.
Okay, snip off the excess. You can see what I mean about not actually needing as much wire as I'd. But the thing with me is I like to have plenty to work with and sort of adjust it as I go along, which is the way I've always worked. There we are. So you've got that on there. What you're going to do then is, once you're happy with the shape of your link,
this looks gorgeous.
you're going to take those around. Oh, hang on. First of all, what you've got to do is, I'm going to just trim them a little bit. I'm going to thread on your crimp bead.
Oh, cheeky crimp.
Wrap it again around.
Can I just move you over? Sorry. Perfect.
It's me not keeping an eye.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know how you do it, to be fair.
Take the ends back through the crimp bead.
Just clearly means we want to see what you're doing, to be fair.
Can you see that? All right. So
Yeah, we've got you. We got it.
I got to remember to keep looking up to see where I am with the shot there.
And everything else.
The thing is, when you get into the zone of making, you forget the camera's there, and you're actually showing people what you're supposed to be doing. You know.
Well, I'm the same. I forget I'm supposed to be talking, and sometimes I just stand and watch. You just listen to silence, thinking, "Hello, is anybody there?" I'm just chilling out, having my tea, dunking my biscuit, and watching Karon make. Which I was going to try and not show you, but Karon made sure. You caught me out.
I just kept that laughing when I looked up. Right, so we've got that far. Okay, so now we've just got to finish off the link. Just get that into a better shape. There we are. That's more of a wave shape, isn't it? Right, so what you want to do then, get rid of my bits, is cut another foot, or you can call it 30 centimetres of wire. And now this is the clever bit. A friend of mine called Maureen on one of the groups I belong to on Facebook.
Hi Maureen.
On Maureen on Jazz. Hi Maureen, I hope you're watching. She showed me how to do this, because she said if you want sort of like flatter cones rather than the round cones, this is how to do it. And you use your round nose pliers, and you catch it at the top about, I'm going to say, a quarter of the way down the nose of your pliers. Just leave a little bit out, and then you're going to hold onto your pliers and just wrap it around like so.
Oh wow. Because traditionally you would probably use the Y-cone to have done that, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
you would. If you wanted, it's just because I'm putting it over several lengths, well, several sort of strands there. I wanted a more oval look. But yeah, I mean, you could probably get away with doing it on the Wags Y-cone and flattening it maybe, but and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just making sure it's flattened as well up against there.
So that's is that your chain nose pliers there?
These are the nylon coated ones. These are the flat nose that I'm using there. Oh, you mean that I'm...
Yes.
No, these are round nose ones. They're,
are they?
Yeah, they're the Beadsmith ones that you had on JewelleryMaker
They
a while back.
so tiny.
Yeah, yeah. They're I'd say they're almost up there with the Zuron, not quite, but they're...
Can I look at them? Am I
Please
right?
do, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Do you know what it is? They're flat to point and then they go round. That's why I got confused.
Then you're going to snip off the excess that you've got at the top there. And with the... I know they will twist a bit, but just adjust that with your fingers to sort of stop the twist from happening, and it will.
I like the twist.
Then take your own nose pliers again. You're just going to do a little loop, because then you're going to spiral the rest of the wire that you've got left over there. Let's get that out of my way. Just close that loop a little bit and make a little spiral. I like doing the spirals because I always think they're a nice way of finishing things off.
They really are, and they take away any possibility of scratchy edges or anything that might catch.
I think so too. It's just a nice way of finishing off, and especially for little cone ends, I think it just gives it a little bit more
added detail.
Interest. And that's the cone end. Whoops, there.
Hey.
Now we've got him stood up then, almost. There we are. So you thread that then on to the entire link.
So as Karon said, you could use a Wags Y-comb and just use your nylon pliers to squash it if you wanted a flatter one.
Yeah, be careful when you squash it because you don't want to sort of pull it out of shape. But yeah, I can't see any reason why you couldn't do it that way if you so wanted.
Awesome.
Then you want to trim that down, I'd say, to about maybe 1.5 centimetres. And I'm using the bail
Making pliers. Ooh, I like those.
Because it's just going to make it a larger loop for the top. Push that wire down in there. There we go. Sorted.
Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah.
you nearly got to see it.
There you go. Blink and you miss it. It's there. We got it on camera 5. It's in position. There we go. Oh, there it is.
Hang on, it's upside down now. What happened? There we are. I'm not going to touch it.
Oh, Karon, that's superb. We've got lots of text messages coming in. Thank you so much for that. I'm sure you'll want to do that. Maybe other chips and nuggets you'll have at home, or other wire gauges if you didn't manage to grab this kit. There are still some left that I know you're going to be wanting to make that. Sue in London, stunning necklaces, Karon. So beautifully finished.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Margaret in Fife, a wee recap I'm hearing. Afternoon JM, how did Karon flatten the end cones, please? They are so neat. And that's Margaret in Fife, you've just tuned in, so could we quickly recap that just again? Sorry, Karon.
What I'll do is, there we are, I'll show you again because it's a really quick process. You'll want a foot or 30 centimetres of 0.8 wire.
Brilliant. We've just had 4 reels of 0.8 wire if you haven't got any. And varying colours.
And you want to grip the wire like that about 1/4 of the way down the nose of your round nose pliers, like so. And then you're wrapping the wire around your round nose pliers like this. This is what makes it more oval than round. until you're left with like a little bit of a tail there. I've then taken the nylon jaw pliers just to sort of flatten them against there. That'll help to stop the wire, the comb from twisting as well too much when you take it off your pliers there. But if they have twisted a little bit, you can just pull them slightly to get them back into shape.
Shimmy them a little bit.
There we are, you just trim that excess off the top there. You want to trim that down a little bit. You only need about a couple of centimetres for the tail, and then you just make a spiral to finish. It's that quick. So I think if you have got a sort of multi-strand bracelet or necklace that, you know, especially for links like that you want to sort of keep flat, you don't want them to sort of bunch up. You might need a sort of a more oval shaped end cap, and this is the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
There you go, that's it. That's how quick it is as well. And you could see, there you are, that's a perfect, when Ali picked it up then you could see the oval shape at the bottom. There you go.
My hands do come in handy. I found my purpose. Now and again. Alternatively, we do have a Y cone. We don't have round nose pliers, but if you've got a toolkit, you might have some. Karon, in fact, we'll talk about this little hole at the top.
Yeah.
You can anchor your wire in there when you're doing that, can't you?
Exactly. I mean, that is just perfect for making cone ends, actually. I mean, I've got the full set of those at home, and I wouldn't be without them. Again, these are the tools that you've seen on the show today are tools that I, as a wire worker, wouldn't be without them, and all the other wire workers would agree with me. All of the guest designers that work with wire would say the same. We could not live without them.
Yeah. Thank you. There are, as Karon suggests, a selection of different sizes you can get. This is a medium one. This is in the middle of the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
The original one.
That's the original one, yeah.
There have been ones that have been made since, have been longer, and I think there's one that's shorter as well.
There is a little diddy one, yeah.
Maybe diddy. But this is the original one. Louise has messaged out in Warwickshire. Hi Louise, could you do a quick close-up of the second necklace, please? Absolutely. We'll get all the pictures on Facebook as well. And don't worry if you're not on Facebook, you can still have a look at them. All you need to do is go onto, apparently you don't need your W's anymore, just JewelleryMaker.com. Oh no, that's not wrong, that's our website. Well, that is right. It's not wrong, it's not wrong, it's not right. Facebook.com, do a wee / and then write JewelleryMaker UK, and you'll find our page and you can look at all our pictures. It's not a private page, anybody can look at it. And you can see the pictures of Karon's design. Now, they won't be up right yet because the team working with me just now are the ones who take the pictures and put it up there, so you need to give me a wee minute. But as soon as the show is finished, I'll have it before the end of the day, probably some point during the late show. They'll be all there and ready for you to look at. Karon's designs and executions are wonderful, and her manner is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Ali, for letting Karon give us such a treat. Oh gosh, it's more than a pleasure, Karon. You're more than welcome. Karon, we love having you here. Do you enjoy it?
I do, yeah. Do you? Yeah, I really do, actually. Yeah, I do. You know, part of the joy of being a jewellery maker is to pass on ideas and you know, onto others, and the whole point of being in a group on Facebook is for that very reason. As I said, it was Maureen that showed me how to do those little cone ends ages ago. She showed me how to do that, and I've used them several times. So these are the sort of hints and tips that you can get off others that share the same hobby as you. It's so lovely for me that you all, everybody's so into crediting everybody else, and it's a big community, and everybody wants to involve, but it's nobody takes anyone else's designs and says, oh, I made. Everybody's very open, and oh, so and so showed me this, and so and so helped me with that, and it's lovely. It's a real community, and that's testament to yourself and all the other you never
guest
stop
designers.
Learning, and I think that's the interesting part, is that you carry on learning from other people. Look what I found out what to do, and oh great, do you mind if I use that? And, you know, and they, oh yeah, go ahead, you know, if that's how it's like. Yeah, that is what we do.
I'm sure Margaret's taken many inspiration from yourself. Was it Maureen? Sorry.
Maureen's
taken many an inspiration inspiration from yourself on the show.
She's an excellent wire worker, actually. I mean, in her own, you know, by herself, she does wonderful designs. So yeah, you know, and I think that's the idea, is you can take inspiration off each other, you know, then make it your own, you know, take it away and do your own thing with it. That's the idea.
Love having you on the show, Karon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All the pictures, I say, will be up on the Facebook page. Anything you've seen, try and check it out as soon as you can. I'm gonna go that way.
Okay, I shall see you later.
I'm still going to talk to you though.
Okay.
I'm only going to go over here
right, yeah.
because I've got some amethyst flowers, and they're pretty awesome. They've got a little sterling silver heart.
Really?
Oh, there they are, Karon. What do you reckon?
Oh, they are lovely.
Are they pretty?
Yeah,
They're good.
they're good.
Ooh, and sterling silver heart. Oh, and just to point out, our Tanzanite is coming up in 5 minutes' time. If you love these flowers, I need to show you these ones as well, because I think they're gorgeous, and I think they might even, maybe you'd possibly put them together like a little bit of a bouquet. What do you reckon? Fancy them?
That's a lovely combination, isn't it?
I think those two go lovely together. Well, they're coming up in a minute. Sorry, Karon, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that was a nice combination.
Do you think it was?
Yeah, I do, yeah. If you want a real sort of full-on floral design, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? Perfect combo.
What do you reckon? Could you have that as a central pendant, that heart?
Why not? That's lovely, isn't it?
It's a 925 sterling silver heart charm. Just so you can see, actually, I reckon it would work on with your, well, it would definitely work on with your different types of, I reckon maybe even kumikimo and macrame with the size of hole that's in there. What do you reckon, Karon? Is that big enough to do?
I've never tried it, but I'm sure those that have more knowledge of those two mediums will soon come in and let you know.
I reckon you should give it a go. Even a simple stretchy. One of these in the middle and then your bracelet. So pretty. Sterling silver heart's coming to you at a 9mm heart size. So not shine or tiding. Then 120 carats of light amethyst hand carved flowers. 8mm size. Divine or divine. Are you not looking about £40 for a sterling silver heart charm? You think 25? 20 for a sterling silver heart. £12.95 for the two. I think you'd be struggling to find that heart elsewhere for that price point. When you have roses carved in amethyst, many people call this a gem of love because it's in February, which many people may or may not like to celebrate, but it's Valentine's Day in that month, isn't it? And amethyst is the birthstone. I'm not really a massive fan of Valentine's Day. Oh, actually, no, I like this Valentine's Day. That was fun. Joey and I hung out. Got my big carrot with a leafy top. He loved it. That's my pet, Joey. He's a wee bunny rabbit. Not a pet Joey as in a kangaroo. I mean a rabbit. Excuse me, sorry, that frog's clearly not disappeared from last week. East Sussex, East Lothians in, Jane's in, Amanda's in, Shetland Isles are in, Surrey, New College, multi-bit out in Georgia. Joyce has joined us in Georgia. That's a tongue twister. That is out in Nebraska. What's going on in America today? Everybody's tuning in. I'm loving it. Lovely to see you all for sterling silver. Now, I haven't shown you the full length. Goodness me, what a terrible presenter. Let me show you this. Ooh, roughly 38 centimetres, so if I were to open it out fully, doesn't even fit on the television. It's too big. Oh, it does. Look at that. Ryan's doing a wee zoom out. Is it called pulling out and zooming in? Is that technically what it's called?
Yeah.
Is that the official technical term that a director would use?
Zoom out, push in, pull out.
Push in, pull out, zoom in, zoom out. You can mix them up together as well.
Say whatever you want. Yeah.
Whatever you want. And if you go in too close, apparently Director Tom said that was you in the danger zone. I've never heard of that. I think he made that up when Wes started cameras. Roses. Hand-carved roses. Would you not pay more than £15 for a gorgeous purple bouquet of roses. Can you get even purple roses? Dyed white roses. You can't get natural purple. These are natural amethyst. A lilac rose, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? Did you say we had a message? Yes, let's get the tanzanite on as well. Ooh, ooh, could you, oh, I sound like a monkey. Could you alternate these? Oh, oh, hold on a minute, look at those nose. I've only got 9 tanzanites. Tanzanite is not £12.95. I'm just going to move the amethyst to the side. I want to alternate it with the amethyst and then put the heart in the middle. What a high-end luxury piece that would be. I wanted it in a necklace with a sterling silver clasp. Should we get your quantity on the screen? We've got 100 carats to under 3 figures, totally genuine tanzanite from Tanzania, from the Tanzanite mine. This wasn't delivered today. It's a gemstone that we have bought many a while ago. It takes years and years and years for tanzanite like this to come out of the ground and then to be able to polish it into the same size and to bring it to you of this calibre as easily as we're about to today. Totally genuine. There were more, but I've only got 10 left now. They're 6mm round. That's larger than an average round for a solitaire for an engagement ring. And the reason I compare it to that is because you don't get that necessarily sold. A lot of engagement rings tend to be solitaires. Obviously, I know they don't have to be. They could be anything you wanted. But if you maybe think about that, when you look at rings elsewhere, you see a 6mm round, and you think, oh my gosh, is that the size of the tanzanite? To put it into comparison, it's genuinely what you're getting. Now, honestly, I don't know your price on this one, other than my producer said it's going to be less than 3 figures. So for 100 carats of tanzanite, 100, how many do you reckon? Carat weight wise you have per stone. Can you see the purples coming through? Can you see the pleat? Do you know what this is called? Well, it's actually called trichroic. That sounds a bit mind-boggling, doesn't it? Pleochrosm, when you see different colours at different angles from the gemstone. Trichroic means you see 3 definite different colours. For a gemstone that is not currently being mined at this moment in time and has not done or has not been mined since, is it really over a year? A year and about 5 months since this was last mined. Like a year and a half. The last time tanzanite was officially mined. That's flown by, hasn't it? Last time the mine was in working operation was between the 25th of December and the 1st of January. Half the stock is gone. I haven't even got a price on your screens. You may be seeing something on the web, but I have promised you under 3 figures. Oh! Can you buy a tanzanite piece of jewellery for $69.95 for 1 tanzanite? Can I count how many we've got? There's 100 carats. If you have 100 on this strand, that's a carat each. I reckon they're going to be bigger than that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. My gosh, this is amazing. That's 20. That could be 10 pairs of tanzanite earrings right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's another 20. That's 40 tanzanites so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 60 approximately. 2, 4, 6. Approximately 66 tanzanites with 100 carats across them all. So you're looking at, as a 1.6 carats per stone approximately. Oh no, it's £1.06. But is that not far off the carat weight as well then? I'm trying to work out how many carats per stone. Forgive me. Well, if there's 66 stones and there's 100 carats, they're all over a carat.
6.6 then,
1.5 carats each. I was close with 1.6 carats, isn't I?
What am I talking about? I'm rubbish.
Price you're talking about, I think, maybe.
1 point, yeah. It's just over a carat each then, isn't it?
Carat and a half each,
Carat
approximately.
And a half, yeah.
£69 a night. I can't even bring myself to say that next Tanzanite. Dave, Rose, you're in there as well. Aberdeenshire's gone for 3. I've got Warwickshire, Bedfordshire, Lincolnshire. Don't we? Oh, 2 gone to Warwickshire. You've just dropped that quantity massively. Warwickshire, Bedfordshire, and Lincolnshire. I'm not saying your names because I'm not saying it to rush you. I'm just saying it to thank you for showing your interest. I really, really, more than you can imagine, appreciate you taking the time to join me on a Treat Yourself Tuesday. And of course, many of you have tuned in just to see our Karon, so thank you for that. But with 3 in baskets, 2 left, Jacqueline in Somerset's come through in the telephone lines. The code on it is UIPO29. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. But if you were to, and I can't believe I'm going to say this to you, but if you were to sell this for just over £1 for a Tanzanite, you would make profit. With 66 Tanzanites, if you sold them for just over £1, they have gone. Imagine that luxury. I appreciate £69.95 is not what we always kind of an average price point on JewelleryMaker, but you've done it. Well done. Still got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Spinel, can I just show you my tourmaline? Because this has been sitting here all day and you haven't seen it, and it's amazing. It's going to make me sad if you don't get to see it in advance. But time for your spinel. I just don't want to land upon you and you haven't seen it all day. I think you need a bit of warning. But there's so many treats to bring you. Spinel. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's a gemstone that is the closest I imagine you're going to get to a black diamond. Bigger than what I could offer you in a black diamond if we had black diamonds on JewelleryMaker. It's natural. Many black diamonds that we tend to offer in the high streets aren't natural. It's got the same crystal structure as a diamond, which is fab because diamonds are extremely strong, aren't they? If you think about a Tanzanite, I've still got Tanzanite on my brain. Look quite nice with black spinel actually. There's a spinel, black spinel clasp that would go with that Tanzanite. Right. Sorry. Anyway, the crystal structure you've got here is the same makeup as a diamond, so that's in itself amazing because we know how hard a diamond is. Diamonds in the Mohs hardness scale, which is a scale for determining the hardness of a gemstone. Diamonds come in at 10, so they're the hardest mineral out there. It's not to say diamonds can't be scratched, they can, but there's a difference between hardness and toughness. We're talking about the hardness of a gemstone, and it's that hard, the likelihood of you cracking a diamond is pretty hard, which is why they use it to cut genuine gemstones. So hardness wise, this is surpassed only by the corundum family, which is your sapphires and your rubies and diamonds, and that's it. It has an amazing natural luster to it, but when faceted, it's exceptional. And if you can imagine how hard a facet you can put on a hard gemstone, it's, I suppose, when you, I'm going to refer it to something a bit dodgy, but if you were to cut a piece of paper with some blunt scissors, you're going to cut it. You know, like when you're in primary school and you get these left-handed scissors that don't work for left-handed people, can I just point out? And you try and cut them, and they're really like kiddie, blunt, learning centre scissors, and they don't cut anything, but they make this sort of frayed almost edge on a piece of paper. Compared to what you would do if you were using hairdressers, ridiculously sharp scissors, and you cut a piece of paper, you're going to get a really sharp line compared to like a fluffy, fuzzy line on your paper. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you think about that, when you're cutting a spinel, what you can do, and I love onyx, you know I do, but what you can use to cut a spinel can be much sharper and much stronger. You can push and put much more pressure on a spinel than you could on an onyx because it's softer. Doesn't mean you can't wear it every day, it's still a great gemstone, but you don't get as vitreous a luster from an onyx as you do from a black spinel, because you can put a harder facet on it, you can put more pressure on it because it is such a hard gemstone. And the harder the pressure and the sharper the cut, the more vitreous the luster. So it's a difference for me between sort of paparazzi flash luster and like a relaxed, lazy river luster. You know when the light reflects, or the sun reflects off a river and it's sort of rolling and lustrous, and it's lovely and lustrous, still lustrous, but in a different way. It's not sort of sparkle, it's not lustry paparazzi flash going on.
You see a harder gleam coming off them. I think maybe it's that quality of light that it reflects, isn't it?
Absolutely. So it's a lot more of a sharp, it's more noticeable. Not that onyx isn't noticeable, it's only because it's another black gemstone and it's softer. That's the only reason I'm comparing it to that. But can you see that you get from a black diamond, that you could get from a black spinel, but for another black gemstone, it's not going to be as sharp, it's not going to be as lustrous as this. It's going to be a lot less. Look at that.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, the shape I love as well.
Me too, actually, yeah.
With all of that said, the closest you're going to get to crystal makeup, crystal structure, and hardness to a diamond, and colour, and it's totally natural, and I haven't got any black diamonds of a 16mm round, what price point do you reckon I would be doing? Are you thinking this is going to be considered? Black spinel is far rarer than a diamond, coming after the Greek word for spina, which sounds a bit odd, for rod-like crystal structure. Spina is a word for rod, and it's because the way it forms is almost like, well, it's like a rod shape. So therefore, when you get it home, I don't want you to think of it as it's an interesting name, spinel. It's a beautiful gem in its own right. Its name might not depict that, but for what you're going to get, the size of them, I mean, that's 135 carats. Usually you get that carat weight in a nugget strand of 85 centimetres. Yet this is 19 centimetres. So you have got really sizable, I mean, how many have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 stones.
And they are
That's
quite
about
a
10
size.
carats each.
Yeah. They're quite sizable stones, those.
They are, I mean, they start at a 9mm.
Gosh,
That's just shy of double the average solitaire. Now have a look at, oh sorry Mike, sorry Kerry, look at that as an example of a solitaire for an engagement ring. I mean, how many people do you know who've got a solitaire diamond like that?
It's huge, isn't it? Yeah.
It's huge. And that's the smallest one. Look at the big one, haha. Price point, what do you reckon?
Oh, that's just silly.
Well, if that's silly, what do you reckon I could do on a Treat Yourself Tuesday? The executive producer Martha producing. She ain't gonna hang about.
Good Lord.
$11.95. That is a whopper. Yeah? I hope you'll give spinel a try. When you've reduced it to that price
I would
point.
have bought 2 of them as well if I'd have been home. I bet they'll go, won't they? They're going.
It's that moment when you see Karon Crawford go. You think, oh no!
Stop it.
Oh no, I think it's brilliant. It shows that you genuinely do really, really want them. If you haven't already joined us, now is the time. Do you reckon just 1 or 2 as a pair of earrings? Maybe one on its own is enough to be a pendant? Is that sort of statement?
Yeah, I'd probably put at least 3 of them in as a focal on a necklace. I like to see those round shapes together rather than just one, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, of
if you're
course.
oval, maybe just one on its own, but with them being round, I'd like to see them sort of
graduated. That
in
sounds
shape.
lovely.
Yeah.
So much luster, so much quality. You have got so many treats. Gosh, imagine you had a black spinel charm. Imagine what you could charge for that. Love it. £11.95. It's not even £1 each. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely perfect. What a treat. West Midlands, Lincolnshire, I'm over the moon for you. Enjoy it. Spinel is one of my favourite gems. It doesn't get enough recognition. Far rarer than a diamond. Totally natural. And I would advise you to print off your authenticity certificate because it's free. Not much in this world is free, but your authenticity certificates, if you want to print them out on the web, are free. You don't have to buy it on the web to be able to print it out on the web. All you need to do is come up with an email address, which I imagine you'll have, and a username, can be whatever you want. Well done you. I'm going to bring you a matching clasp now. This is going to be a wee bit more considered than some of the other clasps I've offered to you. My. If you have a look at this one from a distance, you'll be able to see the sparkle and the luster that this has. It's amazing. Wow.
Oh, that is lovely.
Isn't it fabulous? So if I tilt it this way, In fact, I'll show you from behind because it's a bit easier. You can see the clasp. You've got yourself, because all that lustre is blinds you, doesn't it? That sparkle.
Beautiful, isn't it?
You've got your loop on the back, quite sizable indeed. On the other side, you've got a loop with your clasp. You squeeze it in, she says, and then you release. Tongue and box clasp. And slip it in. So push down to release. There are 41 black spinels lustring their way to you. Look at that.
Oh, it's stunning.
Now, is that something you would put on pearls, for example, tanzanite, aquamarine of the highest caliber we've got, black spinels, black sapphires, or maybe spinels? What do you reckon of a clasp like this, sort of value-wise adding to your jewellery? Is it something on another level?
I think I'd want to make it a feature on a necklace. I don't think I'd want it hidden at the back either. I'd want it to be shown. Anything like that should be part of the design, sort of at the front. If it was sort of like an asymmetrical pearl strand or something, I think that would look stunning. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. That is lovely.
See I don't know if you can see, it's my hands in the way. Candy in London got herself a couple. Well done to you. Maybe you've got an idea. I mean, look at that. Isn't that? I mean, I'm just moving it, but imagine you've got it on and you just. I would put it maybe actually probably on my wrist, because the amount you move your hands.
That's
the amount
actually
of
a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Think.
On it.
Or you can even see
pearl
it
bracelet, maybe. Yeah. Or even a spinel bracelet for that matter.
Could you imagine?
That's beautiful. It really is lovely.
Now, it launched on the Late Show. I'm not going to fib, I was really envious when I was sitting next to producer Rob, and he said, oh look what Scott's given me. We've got a clearance, but we're getting this as a special treat. Was it not Scott? He told me a fib. He thought it was Scott. Maybe it's just because Scott was in that day. Maybe that's why he wasn't. It was Martha's day, but Martha and Scott had done a cheeky wee swap, which is allowed, and now and again, and yes. So I think our new producer Rob thought, purely because Scott was in that day, that it might have been him that gave him the treat. But it was actually Martha, and she saved the rest for us. Squirreled them away, maybe woke up on a Sunday morning on her day off and squirreled it away. £17.95 with the lustre that you get from that, knowing what you could pay for some sort of charms elsewhere, when this isn't even just, I love a charm, don't get me wrong, but this isn't actually this is actually something you can use as a clasp. It's actually got a, well, more than just a charm. It's got a function. It's got a, that's the word I was looking for. You could count on you, Karon. Function. Yorkshire's in, lovely to see you all, but at that sort of price point, yes, it's considered compared to what other findings we can offer in copper and silver flashed or silver plated.
It's worth it for a special.
But it's solid silver.
Yeah, for a special piece of jewellery, that is worth it.
And do you feel and do you find that it's the finishing touches that really make a piece of jewellery, the clasps and the functions, as you say?
Most definitely, yeah. Ooh. I like the fact that it wasn't overly easy to undo either, because you do not want your jewellery falling off.
Absolutely
you don't want it to undo easily. You want it to be a little bit
stiffness to it.
That's
and obviously when you've got the weight of a strand or the weight surrounding it, that's going to give it, you're going to have more to hold on to than I do at this moment in time when I'm just trying to hold on to a wee link. But you just give it a good wee press and then it releases, and it's all sterling silver. Look how lustrous that is. Even the side of it looks good.
Doesn't it?
And it's not sort of shy and retiring, is it? It's a good sizable class. Not ostentatious, it's not going to be over the top, but it's substantial enough. Oh, it's 2.3 grams in silver. That's more than the average wedding band.
That's a substantial,
for a ring on its own.
A substantial amount of silver in that. Not to mention the gemstones.
Exactly. And do you know, many people would have a piece of jewellery and they would be accent ring sizes, accents on the ring. They're coming in at 1.2 millimetre round, and they're round brilliant cut, which means you have approximately 57 facets on every single one. Imagine cutting 57 facets into one of those.
It's amazing.
We don't perform 58 facets, no, because that would cut off the coulée, which we don't like to do.
Yeah.
because the coulis is it's the point at the bottom once you cut off that.
Yeah.
I've got 20 left. Oh no, fire opal, I've got 20 left. Oh, imagine that, black in the, ooh!
Oh.
That has been, oh no,
That's lovely.
forgive me, I'm going to show it with this because this is silver. Do you reckon instead of black spinels with the silver? Ooh, should we do some fire opal? And this is what I've only got 20 left of. Let's get it on. Gonna put my jar back in. So, I can't remember where I put my fire opal. It's over here, isn't it? There it is. Oh, love it.
Love it. I love fire opal. I've got a couple of strands of that.
Did you?
Yeah. I got the rondelles, but the chips are gorgeous, aren't they? I love the way they've been graduated.
I'm with you there. So what I'm offering to you is a nugget strand that's sort of draped in the middle. This is a piece made by our gorgeous Linda. I want to put a hole in there and put the earrings in, but I'll get in trouble. Am I allowed to do that? No, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to hook it onto the necklace so you can get an idea. Well, I'll hold it up to the ear because my ears are funny and they don't, sometimes the hole works, sometimes it doesn't.
That's the sort of style I was suggesting for those gemstone strands, the blue ones that you had earlier, the
yes.
5-strand bundle.
Could you imagine
Graduated
doing
in
that?
colour like that, it would look fabulous.
That sounds lovely, Karen, that does.
Yeah. I mean, those are gorgeous. I just love them. That's my style of earring now.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that all made from one strand? Oh wow. Imagine it was.
Oh.
I'm just going to hook those over my finger if you don't mind. Can you see how well it goes with silver and with gold? There were 20. They're being allocated as we speak. 23, sorry, forgive me. You came in quite so quickly, I didn't realise. I'm going to give it a cluster in my hand just so you can get an idea of all of the different colours. Totally natural, originated in Mexico, although you can get Dorada fire opal and other locations of fire opals. This is renowned to be the #1 place. Now, you won't believe me right now. I'm going to get Martha to confirm it, but I'm 99.9% sure without even asking Martha that these are totally natural. They are indeed. You've got an authenticity certificate. I would print it off. You don't have to do it today. You can do it at any point. Oh, absolutely. Have a look at this. What do you reckon? Can you see that you've got with fire opal? Sometimes you get the white opal in there as well, which is actually quite a luxury. You don't often get that. Graduates to the yellow, then through to the sort of bubbling baby oranges, getting stronger, starting to explode, and then, oh yeah, there we go. There's a volcano. Bright, rich red lava colours coming through. Love it. 86 centimetre strand of nuggets. $14.95. I had 23. I've got 14, but how about last of stock? We drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, because it's hot colour. It's like hot. My legs are going. I'm excited. It's $11.95. If I wasn't wearing this dress and flippity flops, I would be running on the spot right now. Might make a little bit of a loud noise. My director might not like it, so I've decided not to run on the spot with my flippity flops. They are gold ones though, so they're not actual gold. They're pretty. They go with my dress, don't they?
They do. They're lovely.
Thank you. $11.95. Imagine this with gold. Treat yourself. If you've never tried fire opal, get what's world renowned to be the #1 location for fire opal. Get it natural and get it when it's on a reduced price point of just £11.95. And if you think about it, just to restrand it, you don't need to do colour graduation if you're not ready for it, if you've never tried it, if you're scared. We've got there's nothing to be scared of. You can't really go wrong when they all match so well, can you?
No, you really can't. I mean, it's done for you anyway there.
Oh,
I've seen those used with lava stone as well.
Oh, that would be lovely. What a contrast.
Yeah.
Whoa! From 23 to 5, not to mention that the price is reduced to £11.95 is try and order, start an order. I'll leave those with you. Good luck and enjoy. Ooh, Ruby Zoisite I've got for you coming up as well, just so you know. Big pearls, I'll show you from a distance. Whoppers. tourmaline. Oh, and the diamantes, I want to show you, they're coming up. And I like a monkey. I went to see monkeys the other week, that's probably why I'm all excited. And they're wild. You put the price in straight away.
Oh.
Martha, do you know what I would like you to do now? Because I'm shocked and amazed to know what to say. I would really like you to have a look on our sister channel, Jewellery, or anywhere else that actually might stock jewellery of tourmaline and see how much you could pay. Oh!
Oh my word.
I can't look at that. Can we just take it off?
I can.
Can't even comment on that.
That's beautiful.
Kimbo, where the price goes low, reduce that price, and Martha had to copy. Poor Karon. I've never seen Karon with a petted lip before, but she's like me, we're petted lipped on this one. I don't want to talk about it, Martha, no. Of course it's going to sell out. That's because it's £29.95. Can you have you looked them for me? Can you find a tourmaline piece of jewellery anywhere else for 20? Well, not even forget the caraway. Can you just find tourmaline jewellery anywhere for £30? Love it. She's avoiding the question. Loving the colours. Yeah, of course you are. Who wouldn't? It comes from the Sinhalese word tourmaline, meaning mixed precious stones. There's over 100 different hues to collect in tourmaline, and we're giving you a good selection of that for a price point that I wouldn't even entertain for tourmaline. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Enjoy it. There's rubellite in there, hues I can see. You've got apatite hues in there. No, apatite hues, tourmaline hues, as in Paraiba tourmaline, hints of hues. God, look at those rubellites coming through. Look at that. It's a red variety of tourmaline, just like a ruby's the red variety of corundum. Love those. Oh yeah, these are going to sell out, aren't they? Angelina's not going to miss out on this deal. Neither's Zena. Neither's Anna Marie in Pembrokeshire. I love it when someone joins me from Pembrokeshire because I love saying it. Do you like saying it?
I love Pembroke.
Pembrokeshire.
Pembroke as well. I love.
I don't know if I've ever. I don't believe that I've ever visited. Worth a visit.
Pembroke's got a wonderful castle.
Oh, has it? I love castles.
It's really interesting. It's one of the best castles I've been in.
Pembroke Castle.
Pembroke Castle is wonderful.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I went to, is it Hill Castle in Wales?
Harlech?
Harlech, that's the one. Yeah, it's spelt differently to how you pronounce it, isn't it? Hiya.
Stocking up some bundles for you.
All right then, Martha.
I don't know, I've never thought of it like that. Yeah, I suppose it is.
For me, when I read it, I pronounced it. I was on the phone to my dad and I was like, guess where I am? I'm on the top of the castle. And I told him where it was and he pronounced it the way you did. And he was like, oh no, that's where it is. So I was like, oh, whoops.
No matter where we go, Martin drags me around a castle, so...
Who drags you around castles?
My husband. He's a real history buff, so yeah. I'm dragged around several castles, but Pembroke was brilliant.
I'm going to go and visit Pembroke Castle. I'm going to live in a castle one day. I'm going to buy one. That's my dream as a child, to own a castle. I told my mother and father I was going to sell their house and they could live in a wing of my castle. I don't think they believed it.
My mother was ninth in line for a Scottish castle, apparently, but it was sold to the National Trust, which is just as well, because I'd have had 10 people to kill, you know, to sort of claim it. You know,
to get your castle? That's brilliant. This is something you would wear as a princess or queen, wouldn't you, if you had your castle, Karon? Would you wear this in the castle?
Oh, definitely.
Roaming around the castle walls?
Yeah.
Luster and sparkle. You've got yourself a genuine black agate. Just going to squeeze in another treat that would go with it beautifully. This, can you see what I mean about more of a rolling luster as opposed to a sharp luster?
Yeah.
I love a good black agate. Ooh.
That's lovely. That's a lovely combo.
There are 3, don't worry, I just picked up 2. They're coming up next. Pure luxury, isn't it?
Definitely.
Indulgence.
Yeah. Stash builders.
Ooh.
Must-haves.
Must-haves.
I got loads of black and clear quartz in my stash. boxes dedicated to them. I don't mean one box of each, I mean boxes.
Plural.
Plural.
I've got sizes, actually, a selection. We're going from your point, oh sorry, not point, it's not wire, 4mm, 6mm and 10mm rounds. So a lovely selection. Graduating there, you can create waterfall style necklaces, graduation pieces in there as well. So you've got lots of options, maybe even as a first try with gemstones if you've never tried different sizes, if you want to get them home. So you can say when we're on the telly and I say, oh, I've got a 6mm, put one of these aside so you know that's roughly what it's going to look like, and that's roughly what it's got, an 8mm is going to look like, or sorry, 4 and 6 is what I've got here, and a 10mm. So I've got a selection of sizes so you can have a look and see what you've got, see what you want to put it with, but these I think will go with everything, to be fair.
Well, I posted on Facebook the other day, it was made out of shell pearls graduating in size, just a toque threaded onto memory wire and just coming around with just one clear dropper at the bottom. That was all it was. It was the simplest toque you could ever wish to make. But I was just thinking of that same design, that same simple toque done in black with the same sort of crystal dropper at the end, quartz dropper at the end. Lovely.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That sounds gorgeous, Karon. Sue's there, Zena's there, Isabel's there, London, Dumbartonshire. Oh, there's a castle in Dumbarton. Dumbarton Castle. Join us when you can. They do Dumbarton Rock as well. It's quite good. Aberdeen, well done to you, Sonny. £8.95. That's like £3 a strand. Don't even think you're getting a castle for that price point.
Probably not. No. God, for £3.
Cost more to get up Broadway Tower yesterday. Fortunately, it was shut by the time I got there. And again, it's the quality of the faceting that's been performed to give you that lustre, and the quality of the gemstone naturally as well. Really lustrous. Oh, look at those. I call it a golf ball facet. Don't know if you know what I mean, but if you've ever looked at the dimples in a golf ball, approximately 336 golf ball dimples, but there's approximately 336, isn't there, in a regulation golf ball?
Reminds me of a disco like thing.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of.
A disco ball.
It's a disco ball, that's
Shiny, dancey disco ball. Don't think that's the words though. So Elizabeth, Vivian, what do you reckon? £8.95? Well, you've already got it. What a silly question. Spinel class with these three? Absolutely. Pure luxury. That would be pretty special indeed. Woo. What do you think about maybe a double strand bracelet with one of the big ones in the middle? Or 3 big ones?
Perfect.
Yeah? So just those two and then have 3 sort of big ones in the middle as a feature. Woo! Leave those with you because I've got lots and lots to bring you. How about bringing the white quartz? Or clear quartz they are, forgive me. Woo! 750 carats in total. This is what's called a triple trouble, Martha. Thought we weren't allowed to do these anymore. So it's do as I say, not as I do. Yeah? I love it. She found it in a clearance report, so it's all right. Don't worry, Scott did the exact same the other day, Martha, and as did Pip. So together it looks amazing. We've just had the agates. So I'm just going to remove those so you can see exactly what we've got. Brazil, oh, it's one of my favourite varieties of quartz from Brazil. They have some incredible gems, as well as some incredible lapidarists as well in there. You've got for yourself 8x3mm, as well as 13 by 8mm faceted, or sorry, tumbled. There's no facets on them. They are glowing, aren't they? Like little glow worms. Oh,
they're lovely.
Woo! Now that is quality and clarity, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
What would you do with these, Karon?
I'd make a 3-strand choker and maybe a bracelet to match if there was enough to go around.
Oh, I think there might be. And they're really clear, so much so actually you can see the white temporary cord through them. Love it. With black spinel clasp.
Do you know what I was? Or you know those labradorite cabochons.
Yeah.
One of those in the middle of the choker, wrapped.
Oh.
And attached. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Maybe you could make a slider out of it so as it slides onto the centre of the necklace. That'd be lovely.
I need that. I 100% need that. I need a labradorite cabochon as a slider in the middle of my 3-strand choker, Martha. Let's make it possible. 8x3mm to 13 by 8mm, 250 carats. Ooh! It's a should be price, it's not our price. Look at it from there. Ooh! Dropping it like it's hot. You know if you had something really hot and you picked it up and it was really hot and you drop it, you'd be like, ah! It's like that. $9.95. It's like when I was baking my crumble the other day and I put my hand in and lazily didn't bend my legs to get into the oven. I just put my hand in because I thought, oh, it's fine. Wrong angle, wasn't it? Diagonal. Burnt my hand off top of the oven. Or my arm.
Yeah, I've done that.
Laziness. I should have bent down and gone into the oven, but no, I thought I'll just stick my hand in like that. Burnt off my arm. Brilliant work. £9.95. So at that point, I dropped my crumble because it was hot. Dropped it like it was like really fast. £9.95. It didn't land on the floor. It was all right. It was a rubbish crumble anyway. Rubbish. 35 minutes and the crumble still wasn't crumbly.
Oh.
Still, yeah, rubbish. Yeah, you need to give me a better recipe. I did combine 3 recipes together though. That's probably why it didn't quite work. Lots and lots of you joining it. Marcia, what a beautiful name in Nebraska. Wow. I have no idea what the temperature is in Nebraska. What do you reckon it is, Martha? You reckon it's cold? Bear in mind I come from Scotland though. Rona's there, Vivian's there, Zena and Johan. Johan's having a great day today, thank you very much. 18 degrees. That's warmer than where we are right now.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's hot.
2 weeks ago I was in 35 and 36 and 37 degrees, ranging up to 40.
God, I couldn't cope.
It was lovely because there was a breeze from, it was right beside the sea. There was a constant breeze, so it didn't feel hot at all. And then I got in and I was like, oh, quite warm today. $9.95. I'll leave that with you. You need to go to Thailand if you've never been.
Really?
Oh,
I've
without
heard such
shadow
good
of a
things
doubt.
about it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Getting them, Martha. Chill. I got it. She got it. I promised you too. Aventurine. Didn't I? I promised you this ages ago. I showed it to you at the start of the show. Love it. As well as, look at these. How pretty are these?
Oh, they're nice.
They make me think of snowdrops.
Yeah.
A little bit also of seagulls.
Yeah. That shape, yeah.
Yeah, it's the shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you don't have to use them together. We're offering them together so we can bundle, so we can reduce the price. But on their own, they would be a great price normally, a JewelleryMaker price. What do you think of these? I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore the magnesite, but I'm a little bit obsessed with these.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful.
Make nice rings as well, wouldn't they? I think they'd make nice rings.
Oh, could you imagine? Look at that.
I think it's such a versatile shape, actually.
It is, isn't it? And it's carved on both sides. It's not as if just one side's got.
Oh, even better, yeah. It'd be great for earrings then.
Could you imagine those little, the sterling silver from earlier?
Definitely.
We message from Jean. Hi, Ali and Karon. These aventurines are gorgeous. From Jean with kisses and Flintshire. I agree with you massively.
It's got like an inner sparkle. Have you noticed that? It looks a bit glittery when you look inside an aventurine.
It's exactly what you said. It's from the Feldspar family, same family as your Moonstone and your Labradorite, and like them, it's got inclusions in them, and they make they sparkle. So called, funnily enough, aventurescence from aventurine, and it's really, really special. It's like an appley colour, a lovely sort of apple juice, like an English apple juice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Slightly cloudy, but then imagine it had sparkle in your English apple juice.
Yeah.
Imagine a fairy had just gone tink, and dropped some fairy sparkle dust inside that, and then you captured that. That's a little bit like what you've got. It's a
beautiful colour green, isn't it?
It's a lovely colour.
Like soft green.
It's great actually as an introduction if you don't really wear much green in your jewellery, but you want to try it. It's not too statement. It's not like, could you imagine? Oh, I'd love that together.
I was going to say actually, just to have,
maybe the nuggets that you got of chrome dioxide.
Yep.
Sorry, Karon, I know you didn't get this, but if it makes you feel better, I didn't get it either. I haven't got one. If you got one of these, you made a whopping saving, in my opinion, on what you would be spending normally for something like that. And I hope you don't mind me saying that. I just want to congratulate you really. But for these, or maybe even with these sort of fan shapes as well.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I don't want to take away from the magnesite as well, because that's part of this bundle too. But personally for me, I mean, the magnesite shape's lovely. There's not many white gemstones, opaque white gemstones that you can get out there.
No.
And they're both natural, so that in itself adds
I like
another...
the fact that it's veined as well, you know.
Yeah. Adds personality, doesn't it?
I think so.
Could call them chevrons if you wanted, of course you could. Price point wise, what do you reckon for the two of them? Ooh, $12.95. Ooh, so you apparently we harmonised there, Karon.
Yeah, we did. I mean, for carved stones, I mean, that is an excellent price, isn't it?
I really do think so. I mean, to carve one of them, you're talking hours, aren't you? And bearing in mind, not everybody can carve. You need to study for 3 years on average to become a lapidarist, and that you start off at polishing, just a polished shape. You don't have any facets, and then you go into fasting, and then the highest level you can become as a lapidarist is a carver. You start to carve shapes into gemstones, and every gemstone location will be different as well, because of course an aventurine from one place in the world will be different to properties as to what, obviously it's got the same majority, but it might have more certain properties in another location, or be heated for longer, or be slightly different, just like a Colombian emerald and a Zambian emerald and a Ethiopian or Russian. No, you don't get Ethiopian emeralds as yet, watch the space, but Russian emeralds, all the same gem, they're all the same crystal makeup and crystal structure, sorry, should I say, natural makeup, but some of them have more of different properties that make them stronger in colour or not as strong in colour. Same with this, so it varies when you cut them. $12.95 for those roses. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8 is 28 roses. It's not even 50 pence each, is it?
No.
And then you've got all of these as well. What, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 magnesites. Love them. 24 pennies an aventurine. Can you even buy one of those wee Freddo bars or other chocolate bars like a Chomp or a Froggy bar? I don't know if you get Froggy bars. I think I just made that up. Freddo. I said Freddo. I've said Freddo twice now, Martha. Oh no, what am I going to do? Help me think of another one. I've said Chomp. What's another one? I've said Chomp. Curly Whirly. Oh, I like them.
And me, yeah.
They were really long and then they shortened them. They used to be like the longest chocolate bar.
They were, weren't they? They were. Yeah, and
they've shortened them now. Not impressed.
No.
4 o'clock box. I don't know where that came from. I'm put it back here. 12. Shepherd hooks. Oh, I love these. It's going to sound odd. I was going to love them because they're really simple, but I do think sometimes simple is good. We do lots of detailed clasps and detailed sterling silver pieces, but I think for these, for me, these are lovely. Simple, because all about the design for you, I think, is quite lovely. If I tilt it head on, or front on, should I say? Head on, you know what I mean. Very slim, finishes perfectly. If I tilt it to the side, you can see you've got your loop, there it is. They're sterling silver, and they've got a wee kink out there. Now obviously you can create these yourself if you have sterling silver, but saves you the bother, really, doesn't it?
Well, exactly.
Having only been seen twice, they do have, I don't know if you can see, but in the middle of the post there, there's a 925 sterling silver stamp. You might see it, you might not. But there's a certain gram weight that you need to have. Martha, you might remember this if you've just done your GIA. It's gone out my head. There's a certain gram weight that you need to, after that gram weight, once you hit that gram weight, you would then have to hallmark it, but before that gram weight, you don't need to.
Over 7 grams.
It's over 7 grams?
It's just anything over 7 grams. That's the number I've got in my head. We were talking about it on Facebook not so long ago, and I'm pretty sure that was what the number that someone came up with.
Ah, so these clearly aren't 7 grams.
No.
So what we've given, that's not required. We've done that out of, well, just out of kind, just out of taking the time to do it. Now it does cost to put your stamps on, like put your 925 sterling stamp on there as well. So we've made sure that we've done that on all of them for you, just for yourself. As Karon said, she thinks it's 7. I'm not entirely sure, so I will always check that for you. But that doesn't matter because these are all being stamped and they don't need to be, is what I'm trying to say. So you've got that sort of extra. I think it's extra security, isn't it, when you're selling something or giving it as a gift, and somebody says, oh, maybe they're like me and they're allergic to the base metals. I'm not very good with base metals, especially my ears. They swell up, but for sterling silver, that security that you've got to say, yes, it's 925 sterling silver, and actually it does say on the post as well, just for sort of reassurance. Not that most earrings have it, but we like to try and do it when we can. So you get 10 pairs, that constitutes as one pair. We're going to come in, they've only ever been seen, was it once or twice before? Twice before. Last of stock. Oh, there we go again. We did a great price earlier for the studs. We're going to match that price again for the shepherd hooks. So if you wanted to get the studs earlier, brilliant. If you want to get the shepherd hooks as well, maybe it's an option for you. Quite easy to take it off there. If you make a drop earring and somebody says, oh, I prefer a stud actually, you could change it depending on what occasion. Lots of people prefer their studs, lots of people prefer their drops. You'll have the option there for both sterling silver. And again, it's not that often that we do simple sterling silver shepherd hooks, and sometimes simple is key, because you might have a very maybe you've got something like these to put on them. Maybe you're wanting to put something as spectacular as these on here, and you're thinking, actually, I don't require a fancy shepherd's hook.
Well, no, you want the emphasis to be on the gems and not on the findings. So yeah, that would be perfect for that purpose, really.
Wunderbar. Johnson, Susan, lots of multi-bids out in Fife, Zena and Zena, spelt with an E, spelt with an I, both in. Lovely to see you all. And again, you've got 30 days to make your mind up. Do you know what would be quite fabulous? I know you might not want to because the price was so low on them, but if you were to maybe put, I don't know, something like one of these, maybe with a few sort of chrome dioxides above it, and then I don't know if the chrome dioxide would go.
Well, there's green coming off the shell. Most definitely.
Don't know. Just an idea, just a thought while it's in my hand. The fan on its own is gorgeous. I'm just having fun with all these amazing treats I've got, and I want to get them all on.
There's quite a lot of different colours coming off the shell, so it would sort of go with quite a few things.
Wouldn't it? But again, on its own, you could just do that, your sort of Art Deco look if you wanted.
Yes, lovely, isn't it?
Do whatever you fancy. You can always take it apart and start again if you didn't like it.
That's it.
Violet's in as well. Lovely to see you, Violet. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh gosh, imagine I have a whopper of a pearl. Oh. Sorry. Should we? Can you imagine all the oohs I've done in 9 years if you were to put them all together? What would you think if I were to have something like this? Shepherd hooks, findings, a little bit of a fire opal, and then a pearl. Okay, well, alright, maybe not all of it, but if you just did a little bit, or just a graduation of a few of them with some pearls. They were in the box right next to each other. I couldn't resist. No. Who called this a potato? I've never seen a round potato that I can recall.
It is, isn't it?
There's a difference, ready for this, of 1 millimetre.
Oh, they are lovely.
Now 1 millimetre in a pearl is huge in terms of growth wise and time to take, because that takes a year approximately for 1 millimetre on a pearl to form. But when you look at it, it doesn't, a millimetre doesn't make it a potato shape to me from around, does it? What do you look for in a pearl? What do you look for, Karon, in a pearl? What do you like?
Well, the pearlescence, the colours that you see coming off the surface, and the shine.
And the shine. They are two of the main factors a lot of people look for, and I'm with you there. A lot of people also look for the size.
Well, yeah.
Big size there.
And those are a substantial size pearl.
Sort of natural pearl of this size would take on average 9 to 10 years to form a pearl of this size, freshwater pearl. You are also getting yourself a good shaped round. Round's harder to get a hold of than it is for a maybe potato. It says potato, but for 1 millimetre I'm not going to give it that, I don't agree. But as I say, there's not many potatoes I see that look this shape. I think that was the worst invention in the world. Whoever, sorry, no disrespect, but to call it a potato when it's a pearl.
Yeah, I've often wondered about that. Surely there was a better thing they could have come up with.
I'm going to compare it to a vegetable that you find that's dirty under soil on the ground.
It just seems a bit unfair, doesn't it?
I think somebody was envious of the pearl.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they were envious and they were like, let's call it potato because it totally looks like a... Rice beads I get, because of the shape, and rice can be white. I kind of get that, but no. Anyway, they're so close to round, I don't even want to reference that anymore. Anyway, but yes, people look on the size, they look on the shape, they also look on the what's known as the pitting or the banding.
Yeah.
Now that's something you may see, you may not see, depending on the quality of the pearls. There's nothing wrong with pitting or banding at all. Some people feel the higher the value because there's no pitting or no banding. Pitting is almost just like dimples in the surface of it. There's nothing wrong with that. To me, actually, sometimes it makes me think it's more natural if I can see a little bit of that. Sometimes you could think if it's too perfect, it might even be fake. Another way of telling the difference between a real pearl and a fake pearl is, I learned this when I was in Thailand, actually, at a pearl farm. Rubbing it on your tooth, yes. But if you're going to buy jewellery from somebody and you say, excuse me just a minute, I'm just going to, hold on, it's maybe not what they want you to do with the piece of jewellery they're trying to sell. So what you could also do, discreetly, is this. Easy peasy. Rub it together. And when you rub it together, you feel almost this sort of graininess of layers. But if it was plastic and it was smooth, it was going to slide across quite easily.
Each other. Yeah.
So I didn't know if that would work. And when I was at a pearl farm in Thailand, it was a museum actually. It was huge, and they were explaining all about pearls, everything about them. And then the lady said to me, that's another way, because with pearls, as you suggested earlier, with all the different colours, the reason you see all these different colours in the iridescence is the layers, or not iridescence, anymore, pearlescence, that's the one, pick a gemstone, Ali, anyone. And when the layers and layers and layers of nacre form, then of course when you rub it, you're rubbing the different layers. If it's just one smooth round plastic or glass and it's got a paint on it, it's going to be smooth, isn't it, the entire way through. I may not have explained to you how a pearl forms. Do you understand how a pearl forms? So, really quick summary of your pearls. These are natural, aren't they? Martha, in the colour? Not being bleached, not being dyed, totally natural in the colour. No treatment whatsoever. Totally natural pearls. That's why actually you're seeing such a great orient, such a great display of colour, because they are natural. There's no coating on them or heating or treating. Nothing wrong with that in gems, but there isn't, so we celebrate that. Right. So, really quickly explanation, and I'll try not to get too technical. You have an oyster or a mollusk, right? If something creeps into it, like a grain of sand, think how small a grain of sand is, creeps in, and then the oyster's like, oh, hold on a minute, who are you? And it produces this what's known as nacre to cover the foreign body, the foreign being, whatever has come into the mollusk, and it covers it. And it continues to cover it because it doesn't like it. It's like, well, I'm covering this, I'm protecting myself from this. And that's layers and layers and layers of the mollusk protecting itself from the nuclei or whatever's come into the mollusk, covering it and covering it. And the more years you leave it for, the more years that nacre is being produced and covering it. And the bigger and thicker and thicker and thicker it gets, the bigger the pearl you have. The longer you leave it, the bigger the pearl. 9 to 10 years, you have a pearl this size. Difference being with the cultured pearl, different types of pearls. So South Sea pearl will be from the South Sea. Tahitian pearl will be from Tahiti, French Polynesia. With these, sometimes what you would get is something that's put into the mollusk to then make it produce the nacre, to then make it protect itself. But that could start off at a 4 mil in size or a 5 mil in size. So therefore, it doesn't mean this necessarily has taken 10 years to form. Could have taken 5 years. But it's still going to have the layers and layers and layers of nacre and years and years and years of forming. But as a culture pearl, it just simply means that something has been made sure to go into the mollusk, as opposed to happen on the seabed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I hope I've tried to do it. I mean, it's a really brief and not too technical at all, and kind of quick summary of how pearl works. Do you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to be honest, I've been rubbish when it comes to coming back from a holiday and putting up photos, because I've hardly got any in between my friends' cameras and mine, and they all live in Australia, so that doesn't help. But they've been sending me pictures, so I'll try and put all the pictures up of the Pearl Farm and the Pearl Museum that I went to give you an idea of how cultured pearls are and how they look, because I got lots of pictures, so I'll send you that. And the price point for these, no, I don't want to. It's $14.95. Karon, you're laughing. It's one of those you either laugh or cry, isn't it?
Yeah.
What even do you say? What?
So I've just got, I don't know, I got visions now of how they'd look with the chrome dioxide that I also didn't get.
Martha! Oh, hold on a minute. Oh. I don't want to play anymore. 10 minutes, Karon, if there's any way we can get them. Chrome dioxide has gone though.
Oh.
Sorry. Under the sea,
nice.
under the sea.
That is, isn't it? Yeah. That's almost a must-have, isn't it? Must-have together.
For me, that's my dream combination.
That is lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Someone's in a hot tub joining us right now. Are you joking? Oh, Pat in Menorca is always in a hot tub, but she gets out to join us when she sees something she fancies. I think gorgeous presenter Jenny, who's now safely on her way, I think, heading to Oz, or will be within the next few days, she's decided that Pat sits in a jacuzzi or a hot tub in Spain, and she's in Spain, and enjoys it. Pat's never really confirmed or denied, has she? Jenny's also said that Pat had, like, she visited her with one of these huge hats and, like, just looking fabulous on her balcony. Glass of Prosecco. Other alcoholic beverages are available. But that's not a brand, is it? That's not a brand, is it?
No, it's a type, isn't it?
It's a type. It's all right.
It's a type, not a brand. Yeah, we're all right.
There we are. Did you say it's just like brie? That's cheese, right? It's not a brand, but it's totally different. I was going to say Asti, because that's like another style.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these, I love these. I've been thinking about these all day. That was my excited dance. Don't know what that was. 20 carats. Ah! Do you love them or do you love them?
Those are beautiful, aren't they?
They're like little diamonds. Diamond-shaped diamonds.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, imagine one of these and a pair of earrings and a shepherd hook in sterling silver.
Yeah.
My favourite quality of quartz, it's Brazilian quartz. Ooh!
If you've got the spinel, if you've got the 5-strand blue ones, if you've got the chrome dioxide, you need those. Oh, look at that.
Oh! Oh, my legs are shaking, I'm excited. Do my excited dance under the table. Oh, amazing, did you see that? Oh, that's not our price. Are you having a good one? Oh, I love this. Producer Danny Jones still lives on. He's moved to Australia to travel, quite rightly at his age, to give it a wee go. But he took this to $11.95, not this, not that, no, that's gone. They took in this to $11.95 and we have to mirror that price. Pat Menorca has replied. Oh, I need to tell Jenny, she'll love it. Just a pool. Oh, just a pool. Just a pool. I've got a pool. A pool. Pat Menorca's chilling out in the pool. Oh. What are you going to do? Are you going to wear your pearls in the pool? Could you imagine just sitting with a cocktail? Half in the pool, half out of the pool with your pearls. Oh. Oh. Martha wants to know if you've got a handsome pool cleaner. You know, from like Desperate Housewives. Oh, was he the guy, I met that gentleman actually, what's his name? Jesse Metcalf. The one that was in Desperate Housewives who used to cut the grass. Did he do the pool as well? I don't know. I didn't really watch it. I just knew I recognised them, but I thought I started
I don't
talking to him.
understand why
I
they're
thought he
called
was my friend.
desperate. I mean, they're all stunning looking, wonderful figures and lots of good looking men after them, and they call themselves desperate. That's not desperate.
I don't know.
That's lucky.
I agree with you, Karon Crawford. What's that? I'm desperate to get these.
This is desperate. That's not this is desperate.
We're desperate. We right now are desperate. Oh, those ports and a tiara. Could you imagine?
Yeah, we're desperate for those. That's what we're desperate for.
Cumbria, well done to you. We've got another message. Oh, Tina and Lester, sorry, I'm being a bit loud. Got this strand, so stunning, so clear, amazing.
Yeah.
Lot of love for this strand. Can I put it up in the neckline? Can I what? Sorry. I'm not worthy. I feel like a princess. I want them all. I want to put them all in one necklace just like that.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't care if it looks overindulgent. I'm gonna do it. I'm allowed to do nuggets. Nuggets. Ooh. Wait, is it? Oh, the box of nuggets. Oh. Martha, there was like 1,500 carats in here, wasn't there? Martha's my producer. 1,400. So that's 25, 25, 10, 10. So that's 35 carat. No. 350 carat. No, hold on. If you think of an 85 centimetre nugget strand, they're about 200 carats, aren't they? These are about 350 carats each. That's equivalent of about an 88 centimetre nugget strand, and then add on your extra 38 centimetres.
Oh.
Now that isn't even a slight example of how many you get. If you get these home, and because they are all blue, tanzanite, kyanite, aquamarine and iolite, this is my last opportunity for you for today, just so you know. This is it, this is everything I've got. If 3 by 2 mil to 10 by 3 mil, they're all the same graduation of size, they're all got drill holes in them, just without the temporary strand, and without, and with a box. So hold on, this is better than getting 4 nugget strands of kyanite, tanzanite, aquamarine and iolite, because you get a box.
Yeah, you do. I think that'd be a nice add-on to the one kit that I had with the blues in it.
I'm loving that. Yeah. Martha's told me not to reference something, but you know the minute she tells me something I want to tell you. Pat has replied, and she does have a very nice pool boy. So thank you very much, Pat. I'm going to tell Jenny because she'll be really, really happy. In fact, she might even just, I don't know what she's going to do. She could be really happy. Wish I could be with her to take a picture of how happy her face is going to be right now. I can't believe Pat's got a pool boy. Sorry. Would you wear these to talk to your pool boy? 1995 for now, if you don't know the difference by eye easily, because it can be difficult, we put the name on the back of each one for you, just in case. Did you have that at first, Karon, when you first got gemstones?
No.
Struggle between what was what?
Oh yeah, I did. Well, yeah. I see what you're saying, yes.
Martha's dropped the price, so the price of a box on its own would be about £4 maybe. Tanzanite nuggets. Tanzanite nuggets, well, that's what they are, yeah. Tanzanite, kyanite, aquamarine and iolite. They're all nuggets. Yeah, there is tanzanite in there. Did I say there was tanzanite? We just take the post and packaging off if you're in the UK. Yeah, and there's tanzanite in there. I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? The only thing I can think of is it wasn't me that did it, it was Martha, executive producer Martha. Well, there's tanzanite in it. Do you fancy having a wee gander?
Oh yeah.
Karon, do you know when you're next back with us by any chance? Don't worry if you don't.
I'm back on, I think it's the 23rd of, no it's not. I'm trying to think. So it's at towards the end of June, so it's around about the 26th again, I think.
Okay, what we'll do, if you're new to Jewellery Maker, welcome. This is Karon Crawford, the guest designer for the day. I've been DeFoy. You can always have a look on JewelleryMaker.com if you want to find out when our guest designer's on, who's on, when's on. But Karon, we'll be back with you till near the end of the month, next month, which is not long away at all, actually.
No.
The first is on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Exciting. Lots and lots coming your way today, so please don't be going anywhere. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure having Karon with me. I'm sure you'll agree. Haven't her designs been amazing? Absolutely. It's been a very, very lucky day. We've had tanzanite, had chrome dioxide, we've had whopping pearls, we've had tourmaline, we've had reductions that shouldn't even have been happening. I think Martha's going to have to do lots of overtime to cover up all of those discounts. Am I going to have to as well? Am I going to have to do overtime as well? Be in every day for the rest of the year now. Sorry, you stuck with me. But you got the deals. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's been your favourite strand of the day?
The chrome dioxide.
Without a shadow of a doubt?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. And I would have bought more than one had I been home.
If she had a chance. I'll be back with you live tomorrow with Alan, actually, and Angela's with me for the Design Inspiration on Thursday. But for now, you've got the lovely Vicky coming up. And is it Tracy on the Late Show? Have fun, don't go anywhere, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker show